We're live. Let me double check. Oh, I shut my door. There we go. Oh, yep. What the hell?
It was, and then you closed it out.
Was it you there? I don't know why I did that. All right, I'm back. Click this. Home. I don't like that. See, it's always opening. Ah! Shut up, phone. Hey, gum. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, we're here. No, I was watching Georgia Shooting Connections. Hi, NCK. Happy New Year's. I'm gonna try to get this shared around and everything. It's chaotic here. Happy New Year's, broke loader. Shared around and everything. It's turn the there. We go. New phone being stupid. So, what are y'all's plan for the New Year's? And hi, baby. Love you.
I love you too.
She's mad at me now. Copy. Oh, there's not really a topic. Just wanted to ring in the New Year's with y'all. Oh man, my back's been killing me the last few days. Oops. Wrong. I'm on the freaking wrong. Dadgummit. The problems of having two Facebooks. But for anyone that's wondering, we're gonna do y'all get a little treat, sneak peek. The Remington Bulldog is almost where is it? There it is. Is almost complete. I just gotta figure out why this screw won't go in there and then attach the spring to keep the tension on this, and she'll be ready to go. I'll let this a little bit longer because I can. It's my gun. Billy Jeff, I still have leftover eggnog, which I'm trying to. Oh, speaking of which, tonight I'm drinking the Werby drinking. Oh God, there's a glare. Some Kentucky Tavern with my baby to celebrate the new year. You get your shot glass over. Your shot glass is over that way, baby. I'm gonna be adding it to my coffee. Oops. I haven't been able to find. Happy New Year, Kyle. How you doing?
There.
Wasn't able to get the regular crew here tonight. Oh, you wanted a shot right now? Okay. Get everybody to get a chat going. So if anyone wants to come on, all you got to do is let me have your email or some kind of some way to get a hold of you. Yeah, it's lasted me for a while. It's distilled in Louisville, Kentucky. I can't talk. You think I've already been drinking? No, I've just been working on a gun all day. You can ask somebody, haven't I?
Yeah. After I tried my best not to wake him up at 3:00 this afternoon.
Hey, I took a pain pill that put me to literally. These pain pills are like double.
And he woke himself up just because he heard my voice.
I took a pain pill that was like double the strength that I normally take.
way double.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. And now I'm trying to do with YouTube, deal with YouTube, trying to get this up on the background and everything. So if you want to come on, just let me know. And I'll on the back get, and I'll get you.
Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know. Keeps opening like three. Like just to go to YouTube, I had to open like 3 freaking tabs. Cheers. I'm gonna be trying to go into New Year's.
Yeah, everyone's going to be seeing me go behind him and get him more coffee as he adds more and more and more.
Oh, we're gonna finish this bottle off tonight. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, there's no doubt.
That I bought this 2 months after we got together. So I still had some Jack, or was it a month? I think no, it was 2 weeks after I got it. We've been drinking on it since, just here and there.
We were together. We've been together. The 21st of January will officially be 3 months.
You sure?
Yes. October, November, 4 months. I'm sorry. Damn, where's my head?
Still trying to share this around, guys. Oop, dang it. You would think I've already been drinking. Why is it just my face? I'm in my bedroom, not my workroom. This was just kind of spontaneous. I didn't want to get my workroom cleaned up. You can ask her, it's just. Bill, Jeff, yeah, if Santee could do live streams, I've been trying to get him to do one with me, but he's had other things going on, so. George Gooding says, congratulations, thank you. And like I said, if anybody wants to come on, just let me know.
Dear.
Oh, no.
Mom's gonna have to roll.
Yeah. Oh, there they are.
Oh, yeah, let me smell it, because I wanna.
She likes to smell my cigars. Ah! I have turned.
Oh my god.
I better get that bag. Give me my cigar.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Oh my god. I gotta put that there before I break it. Oh my god.
I want to see if Santee's even on right now. Let me see if Santee's up right now. Wait, hold on. Why don't I just do it on my computer? Invite link. George, you got a phone with a camera, front facing camera? That's all you need and a charger. That's literally all you need. I don't know why my phone's doing it like this.
Your phone.
I'm at my computer. My computer apparently did an update, and now it's not like I don't like it.
Is he on? It should say active. Go
I
back
don't
up.
know. I don't know. I'm looking. Oh, dang, don't like me.
And don't forget Don.
He's not gonna be able to make it tonight.
Uh,
Yeah, if y'all could keep Mr. Don Gertz in y'all's prayers. He said he's feeling under the weather. And I can't see your comments just yet, so baby, actually if you don't mind pulling up the live stream and so we can keep an eye on him. Oh, George, I have you on Facebook. Here. Let me. All you gotta do is just follow that link and have a front facing camera. All you gotta do is just follow that link and have a front facing camera. Or a camera with the. You could turn the volume down. The volume, yeah, because you're attacking. Oh.
of course, it's a couple minutes. A couple seconds.
Yeah, I have my. For those who don't know, I have my live stream set for like a 30-second delay.
Oh yeah, he wants to play.
Your ex again.
Oh no.
Oh. All right, George. I sent you an invite. Like I said, all you should have to do is just boom.
George said don't have the right system set up yet. And it hasn't. And then, nope, my phone is a POS. That doesn't take video or photos worth anything. Got a new laptop that's being set up by my niece. I'm computer stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to sign out of freaking Google. Apparently, Google Hangouts isn't. It's not even showing as comment up here yet. What the world? Let me go check. What? I don't know. Let me check YouTube. They didn't show up on. Dag nammit. You'd think I've been. Yeah, it shows up here, right? On YouTube. Background and everything. So if you want. But it doesn't show up on the StreamYards. Nope, there it goes. What the heck? And George, don't feel bad. I'm like what, almost 27 and still don't know a lot about computers.
Thanks to his lovely fiance having a computer genius living in her house, calls him up,
And
which is make it clear the computer genius is my son Jeremy's
soon to be stepson.
Well, really, I don't believe in step, but some people do and some people don't. So,
well, legally he would be my stepson. But legally,
yes, it will be his. He will be his stepson. Excuse me, guys. But it is his biological father that taught me everything I know. So before I convert to calling him, I asked.
Well, what happened? No, Chrome, you stop being dick waffle.
I do whatever I can to
Hey, we're already up to 4 likes. Thank you for hitting those like buttons, guys. So what are y'all's plans for the New Year's? So literally, what is y'all's plan for the New Year? I honestly want to know. Mine is getting this thing working. For those who don't know, I'm on vacation, so I'm got a lot of time. Also, I'm doing what I can, but most of the time right now, I just is what I've been in the last week.
That's why we've not had no time together. No one, not even talking on the phone and FaceTime or anything.
Yeah, I've been like literally like I've been stoned out of my mind like the last week from medical pain pills.
Which I didn't know he was taking until yesterday.
I've been telling her too, and she just doesn't listen to me. That's how well she listens to me.
Well, when you had a 8-year-old screaming, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, mommy," and you turn around, what? Never mind.
Tell me about it. He tried that. He tried that with me, and it didn't work out too well.
Oh, he tried that stupid that today.
Yeah, if y'all wanna to bring up some topics, what do y'all want to talk about? I mean, oh, by the way, Range Buddy. That's an app I fell in love with here lately. Uh, Let me see if I can get it to where y'all will see it. Come on, phone. Come on, computer and phone work with each other.
Hold on. Let me go download it. Mine probably show up clearer than yours because
Wait, how am I? That's you can kind of see it now. Well, no, let's just declare and everything. See, Range Buddy, you can take pictures and stuff. You can choose target, you know, you can choose your pictures that you've already took. Yeah. You can set up a section. You can. There's a lot of things. The only thing is that since it is free, they do run ads on it. That's the only thing I could say negative about it. I'm gonna be getting a screen recorder and walking off it. So George Jones says, "Oh well, I just here with a bottle of Smirnoff Ice, screwdriver in one hand, and trying to put my PF 1851 back together." Kind of what I've been doing. Well, mine's a 58, but still. Belts are easier to put back together, though.
And you better be up. Not. Because I text her.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, but once I get that, figure out what's wrong with that screw. I think I figured it out, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Oh, I want to show y'all what my baby got me for my Christmas present. Unfortunately, she didn't get me a new gun, but she got me a big old knife. It's a big one. It's got a partial hollowed out handle, like the blade tang actually ends about here-ish, like middle halfway down the handle. It's just hollowed out just enough to keep a magnesium fire starter in it. back in there. Comes with a lanyard. Woo!
I didn't get it for you to cut your leg off.
It also came with a shovel. Well, hand shovel. Trenching tool.
And that's got compass on the bottom of it.
Right, it's got a compass on the bottom. And then, okay. And I want to know which one of you sent me this. Because someone sent me a wallet. Hey, Plowboy. Hey, Plowboy, how do I get a hold of you? Tell me how I get a hold of you.
Send him an invite.
I don't, that's the thing. I can't send them. I don't have a thing to send them an invite. Now, Plowboy, I need an... Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can copy this.
It only copied half.
Ah, I did it. Hold on, Plowboy.
Nope.
Dang. I got it. Stop. People are having... Yeah. Why isn't that come? I'll just have to remind me at the .com.
And it's still...
What in the world now? It should be showing up on your phone.
It was... Go... All you gotta do is hit the back button.
Hold on, hold on. Come on, load in.
Hold on. It's gonna load another one.
Oh, there it is, right there. I'm apparently I have you in my.
Hold on.
What's going on here? What? No, it's this mouse. It'll be titled live stream all in caps for some reason.
That one was saved as draft.
It does that. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. I might not have to do this. I might not have to do this.
No.
Invite. Gmail. Oh. All right, it's sent to your email, Plowboy. At least it said it did. All right, well, I did that so I could save it. So I'd have, I gotta forget, now I get back to YouTube, damn it. I don't know if you removed it or not. I don't know what keeps opening new tabs. I did. All right, let me go. Let me just be on the safe side. Remove this. No. Whoa. Plowboy, you'll have to remove because it won't let me remove it. Put user in timeout. Hide user from on this channel. Remove moderator. No, so you'll have to remove it, Plowboy, because it's just basically no. You get to kick this person. That's it. Okay, apparently when I was trying to do all that crap, it kicked me out. But apparently we've been live, I guess. I don't know. But I have it saved now. I have it saved. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this computer. Something's gone wrong with it. And it's
Bitch, alert, alert, this is a bitch, alert, alert. There's a bitch
Turn
on
that down.
I did. Everything just seems like it's there we go. Alright, I got your reply. Alright. And there we go. Ooh, I didn't see this one from George. That's a saw a vintage Savage revolver today that sold for over 20 grand at RAI. Is that Rock Island? I think it's Rock Island Institute or something. I can't remember what RI stands for. RIA. George, I bet you I would too. And Bill, Jeff, thank you for the awesome knife comics. That is. Yes, Plowboy. They do. So Plowboy, I watched your video on the loading 40 grains into a 45 Colt. I thought 35 grain was the military load and 40 was for the considered what is it, the express load.
Rock Island auction.
Thank you, JH. I thought you were going to bed. George also said it. But I gotta get out and I gotta blow. I think it's sometime next week. I'm gonna go out and get some squirrels or some small game. I got a block. Someone gave me a block of 22, and I got magnums. I'm over there. Oh, I just had to reach them. I shot a tube full, and got that 22 my grandpa left me, working and sighted in rice with it. And then I had some blinking time. And I think that would take down a rabbit. It's doesn't say the 30 grain varmint load. All right. My understanding is that the original load was 40 grain, may not be, but I do not know that 40 grain was commercially loaded even in the
30s.
I do know that 40 grains was commercially loaded even into the 1930s. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, who says it won't fit? I mean, JH says, Happy New Year's. There we go. JH, Happy New Year's to you, buddy. Willie the Bullet Man. Hey, Willie, how do I've got your phone number. If you want to come on here, you've got mine, right? I think you've got mine. If you want to come on here, just text me your email address because I can't remember if I have it or not. And I will send you a link. Because I'd love to hear y'all's opinion. Because and I don't think I should do this, but I'm going to. The law that they're trying to pass in Virginia would take any 22 caliber rifle, the 10/22, the biggest, would just be disappearing off the market in Virginia, and if they try to pass it anywhere else, because it has the capacity to hold more than 10 rounds. The Ruger 1022, which I have somewhere around here somewhere. So what's y'all's opinion on that rifle that a lot of people, I myself, learned marksmanship, gun safety on stuff, and everything will now be illegal just because it could hold more than 10 rounds. Good night, Willie. And Plowboy, back to what we were talking about. A bunch of interweb experts in forums and on YouTube claim that 40 grains won't fit in modern brass. That's who I was referring to in that video. Okay, I'm just saying. I thought the original loading of it was 40 grains. Plowboy, basically. Well, I mean, when they threatened to send in the National Guard, that would have been knock knock, governor door, the good rope, and a short drop. JH, exactly. Shall not be infringed. But that's I'm sorry. What I think we was watching on what Military Arms channel that almost whole state is now a sanctuary to a sanctuary city. It's like literally a.
Ain't that right, Plowboy? The best.
Oh, whoa! What the hell? They are. What people don't understand is we are in a cold civil war. Turn the camera down a little bit more. There we go. I just literally just sat down my laptop, hooked it up to the computer. Because those who don't know, my screen on this laptop's screwed. So a lot of them are already fighting back. It's not.
Some of them have just said no. We're not doing this.
Well, I think one sheriff said he'd deputize every able-bodied man and woman that wants it. So I mean, if that's not fighting back, I don't know what is. And but I'm just saying, like the Ruger 1022, the most current commercially available rifle on the market. Well, I say more available than any AR platform, just because it's one that's been around longer, and would be, if you owned it, would be a felony just for having the gun. That is true, Plowboy. Hold on just 1 second. Sorry, TV in the other room got a little loud. I had to ask they didn't mind turning it down just a little bit. But no, if they want my guns, I'm gonna say this: they want my guns, they're gonna have to take it from my cold dead hands. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I forgot there was whiskey in this. And took a big old swallow of it. But no, a lot of people don't understand. We are in a cold civil war. And here's the thing. After they take the Second Amendment, what keeps them from taking your Fourth Amendment? The Fourth Amendment is the right to Second Amendment's the right to bear arms. The one to fair trial, I can't remember that one off the top of my head. That's the fourth one, right? I believe that's the fourth one. Plowboy, I say they can pass any law they want to, but let them try to enforce them and see how many of them survive. They're trying. They're trying to pass all these laws. But here's the thing.
The right of people to secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures.
That's the fourth. Okay, that's the fourth.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That guns definitely protect you against that. The Second Amendment helps protect against that one. That's a big one. Yeah. Oh. And my uncle came down, right? He's been hunting for years, and he's seen my sharps. I took my sharp. So he wanted to go out and shoot it. We took it out and shoot it. He had a 20 gauge slug. No, 16 gauge slug. We shot at this bucket that had dirt in it. It was an old plastic bucket. It did what a 20 gauge slug does. It hits it and
that's
it
what I
throws
was
up the.
thinking. The Second Amendment is the security of a free state, the right of people to keep and bear arms.
Yeah. But I have a question. The right of the who?
Huh?
The right of who?
The second?
Yeah, the second. The right of the who, though?
People. Yeah, exactly.
But make sure you understood that.
Yeah.
But it hits the dirt. It throws up some. I shoot that 54-60. It knocked the bucket over. Of course, I was using one of those Christmas tree bullets with the 80 grain charge. Good Lord, it nearly knocked my 2 front teeth out. Oh, and y'all want to know how we almost started our new year? There wouldn't be a live stream. This right here, I had to kill all the power in my house to fix. That's how the new year almost started, with a fire. And here's the thing. There was nothing hooked up to this outlet. Nothing at all.
Mom said there was a heater hooked up to it.
No, sorry, there was a power bar, but the power bar wasn't doing anything. It was just sitting there. It was like the power bar wasn't even drawing energy off of anything.
That's what she told Tyler.
Well, anyway. Yeah. But yeah, 50. Let's just say this. He shot it one time and said he could never shoot that thing. I said they make them in 45 caliber. You're just gonna pay a lot more. He looked up how much he was gonna pay for one, and I told him how much I paid for mine. He says I got a damn good deal. Everyone says that I got a damn good deal on that Sharps. Hey, lever guns. If you're in the mood or if you're free to come on, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know so I can send you a link. Let me get over to YouTube so I can read these comments faster because for some reason I'm on StreamYard. It's like slow. for me to read them. I'm like sitting here talking, and y'all have already said like 40 things. Yeah, Levergun. Oh, you know what? Here, hold on. Leverguns, you've been here enough. Boop. There you go, Leverguns. And if y'all can still hear the TV in the other room, let me know. If not, I mean, that's fine too. Oh, that's the one I want to kill. This is the one I want to keep. That's the one. There. Aha. I figured I did it without messing myself up. Oh, I haven't got it finished yet. I still gotta. But I've made a holster. Well, almost made a holster. This goes like that. All right, lever guns. Just when I'm on, let me know. I'm making a little holster for the Bulldog. And I might make these a thing. This one's gonna go. The loop's so big because it's gonna go on this one. I didn't see a lot of holsters for the belly guns, so I'm kind of having to improvise with the holster. But it's only got a 4-inch barrel. Everyone says, "Oh, you're going to be losing so much energy. You're going to be losing so much velocity." Maybe. We'll find out. Well, let's find out when I get finished. If it wasn't for the freaking base pin like shattering, I would have it where I just put a screwdriver up and go, "Dude, loosen, pop out, pop back in," like my Bellevue had. But as soon as I got it in there, I put the screw in there. I got it in there, tightened it up, and I heard this distinctive ping, which everybody who's worked with metal knows. You just broke it. I did try to fix it. I tried soldering it. It broke. I tried epoxy. It broke twice. First time I didn't get enough on one side, it broke. And then the second time I got more than enough, and it just flopped right on off. So I don't know if it's this alloy, because I got steel repair. Tread, hi Tread. Tread, just so since I'm this is the first time you've commented, just to let you know that if anybody wants to come on, they're more than welcome to. I'm trying to get the freaking. The only thing I don't like about these 4Ks is they don't like to stay lit. But yeah, it's open. Everything. Just talk about how you want to talk. Oh. Why can I not manipulate the chat thing? There it is. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? I can't. I was gonna say something, but I completely and totally forgot what I was gonna say. Make sure I haven't missed anybody's comment. Okay. But yeah, just can I have more coffee, baby? Please, one. There was something I wanted to talk to y'all, but I can't remember what I wanted. Oh, now I remember. Okay, for those who don't know, I live in Arkansas. Welding, steel repair. Oh yeah. I'm trying to get together a black powder only shooting event, like black powder pistol, single shot pistol, black powder double barrel pistol, revolver, competition thing going on. Would y'all like to do like something like that, like for like YouTube oriented, and or something like that? If that would be something y'all would be interested in seeing, go around, and I'll come up with some kind of prize for it. I don't know, a wooden plaque that says first annual gunslinger champion, like a shooting count. Yeah, kind of like we have like a you take like a paper plate, you put it at like 30 yards, you shoot it on camera, you take a picture of your best group, you email it to me, and whoever has the best groupage wins. I don't know, that's just off the top of my head, but like, would that be something y'all would be interested in? And I'd leave it open for a couple of months so everybody that wanted to could take part in it. Maybe we could do a rifle challenge later on. Ooh. Well, I'm saying even like you could take. So you had a Colt Peacemaker and 4440, 38, whatever caliber you have your black powder cartridge gun in. But as long as you're shooting black powder, you have to be shooting black powder or black powder substitute, of course. For those who can't get true black powder. Well, I'll come up with the rules and everything and make the video and get it circulated, I guess, because that's all I can do is. And I just don't. I'll come up with a prize. Never shot a boom. I just saw that one. Interested in some. Are you talking about like a flintlock? Because honestly, I barely noticed the difference between a percussion cap and one of these. There might be, when you actually slow the like footage down of them shooting, there might be a slow difference, but between time of hammer hitting the primer, I have not, as the shooter, have not noticed a big difference between black powder and smokeless powder. But I haven't shot all the powders either. I just personally have not. Now, if I'm shooting like a muzzleloader versus a center fire cartridge, I noticed it a little bit. There's like a few milliseconds delay. It's just this boom, boom. You can kind of distinctly hear the cap and the black powder go, and then the main charge go off. It's not much of one though. Maybe it's because I use 3F in everything I shoot because it just more accurate. I just get the most accuracy. I can use 65 grains of 3F. Don't fall, baby. I done knocked the whiskey over.
Like I can't help it. Like my pen.
Okay, so Plowboy, so you've kind of felt the same way, and that's what I use too. CCI Magnum primers and my 45 Colts. And George, Tread, if that's what you're talking about, please let us know. I still got an hour before it's New Year's, so Happy New Year's to you, Tread, if it's New Year's there. Show up this one. Black powder substitute. Shooter's World blackout powder and a 308 blackout. No. Pyrodex, triple seven, stuff like big poof. The only time I've had one fail on me, Plowboy, just one, and the primer went off, but I, as the reloader, forgot to put powder in said case. Yeah, so that's the only time it failed. Actually, it did throw the bullet. It threw the bullet out. That's the cool thing. The CCI threw. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Hey. Double check and make sure this is easy. Okay. Yeah, Pablo. I don't really like substitutes, but some people that's all they can get. They can't. It's either too expensive or whatever. So I'll allow substitutes. But anyway, the CCI primer. This is empty.
You tuned them out.
Yeah. Oops. As y'all can see, it is empty. And it's going to be pointed in a safe direction. I pulled the hammer back, and it went bang. Hit the firing pin, hit the primer, and that CCI Magnum pushed it all the way out this barrel, and then fell about this far from where the end of the barrel was. The bullet projectile was there. It just went poop. So those CCI Magnum primers have some oomph on their own. So fail to ignite? Never. Fail to shoot the bullet at the target? Yes. Plowboy, I really don't either. Pyrodex just almost a squid, stuck squid. No, like I said, it pushed out the hole through an 8-inch barrel. And it depends on how you measure the barreling. If you're measuring it from here to here, it's a 7.5. But from here to here, it's a 8-inch barrel. That's where I'm at. That's where everyone tells me, measure from here to the forcing cone to here. But there are people out there that'll measure from here, the beginning of the frame. So on a revolver like they're doing a semi-auto. So hey, that's the way they want to do it. That's still one of your cigarettes, baby. Come out. Yeah, don't throw it at me. She's being mean to me, guys. But of course, I put a ring on it, so I must like it. You want a shot, baby? You know you do. And yes, I have went through there and on my channel and made sure that no kids under the age of 18 can watch this. Okay. Now, I've had a squib load out of a 22 LR before, but never anything else. I have a feeling I'm missing something. Shooter's World Blackout powder and 300 blackout and a scary black rifle, right? But anyway, what do y'all want to talk about? Oh, while y'all are typing, her dad was his brother was left a muzzleloader. Brother-in-law left him a muzzleloader, and it needed some repair. So it's the same model as mine, so I know how to where to get the parts and all that stuff. Because I had to do a little tinkering with mine. I'm just waiting on the parts to get in, and then I'll be putting it together and everything. If it's okay with him, I might do a video on how to do that.
He even told me to tell you if you want to do a channel on doing everything while you've got it, do it.
Okay, I will. Oh, it needs a. I think I showed him what I need. I think I gave him the whole part list, right? Backside
Yeah.
and the lock, yeah. Okay. It needs a whole new lock because the one that's on it, the hammer, is null. It's not there, and it's either pay $55 for the new lock, or pay $55 for a new hammer. So why not just buy new lock and have backup parts?
If it's not in the text messages,
It's somewhere.
It's in Messenger.
And then it just needs a new backside. That's all. That's all that's wrong with the gun. Hey, Playboy, even if your TV's on the background, I don't care. You know that. Heck, I'm drinking. I'm smoking, and I got guns everywhere. YouTube's just going to take my channel away. Oh well, I'll start up a new one. And that's just where I'm at right now. If YouTube takes my channel away, I just make a new one.
How you can have my email address and
yeah, all it takes is a Gmail account. New, I'll make a new account. And if I did, I'd deal with things a lot early. My early videos, yes, I do a lot of low pressure cartridge rounds. Because I'm shooting cartridge conversion. I don't usually go up past 950, 980. I think it's the highest mine's ever shot. Just because it's a cap and ball revolver converted to shoot, not permanently, but to shoot. To shoot 45 Colt. It's a 6-shot cylinder, but because unless I'm on the range, I only keep 5 in it.
Do you read? Nope. Down. Nope. There you go.
Yeah, he asked, "Do you shoot load / shoot smokeless cartridge?" Yes, I like Trail Boss. 5.2 grains of Trail Boss at 35 yards. I am hitting a man-sized target in the upper chest almost every time. I will get that odd flyer where it will shoot low down to the dingly bits at that range. I don't know if that's me or the gun, the pistol, or the loads, or it will shoot a little higher and hit you in the head. I don't know. Hey, West Covina. Happy New Year's. If you're free and you want to come on, just let me know how to get a hold of you, and I'll gladly come on. Okay, to rephrase it, do you shoot low modern cartridges in a modern firearm? Okay, let's just say this. The most modern firearm I have is a Ruger 1022. And I shoot factory 22 long rifle out of that. The next most modern that I load for, all right, hold on 1 second. 1 second, Pat. Let me hold on 1 second, guys. Let me get Wes Covina on here. I might already have it. Just give me a second. Why is that? Why is it stuck in caps?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me hook up my other keyboard real quick because for some reason this keyboard has locked everything in caps and the cap lock's not on. Let me see if I can get this remedied, and then I'll go back and answer questions as he's coming on. Just give me 1 second. Okay. That is honestly not going to work. Okay, so copy to clipboard. For some reason my keyboard is locked and tight. I'm going to have to figure that out now because it's not showing cap locks. I'm trying to see if I can get that fixed real quick. Now it's not even letting me type. Yeah, it's like stuck in cap lock. So let me just paste there. Wes Covina, just click on the link. And okay. Now, what was the question again? I forgot. Dang it, I done forgot the question. Okay. Put it there so I can answer this. I shoot. Hold shift for no cap. Okay. I shoot 20 gauge and I reload 20 gauge. I use black powder and smokeless powder. I use clays, which I completely told out of. I used there's tread. You said no. It ever put cap locks on? I have to put cap lock on to get that. Okay. I don't know what the heck happened. Let me try this again. My cap locks, Tread. My cap locks have to be on for me to. For it not to be capital lock. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
If it's cap lock is stuck on, by holding the shift button, it'll make them lowercase. But you have to hold the shift and type.
Okay, let me send.
Your caps lock is on this one.
Yeah, but okay. Watch.
Okay.
Cap locks off west. Okay, let me try it here. Holding shift. It's still capitalized, but I put my cap locks on.
And it just came back on.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to turn it on.
Okay.
And it's lowercase. I don't.
Huh.
Well, was it you that asked me that question about modern firearms? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also looked for a buddy's 45 ACP.
That's why I didn't know if you did anything with the newer cartridges.
I've
Pretty much strictly black powder and old school stuff.
I myself prefer guns that have wood and steel, not wood and plastic. And I gotta hold on. I
Well,
gotta fix.
sure, but a 70 Smith has wood and steel.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this to where it. There we go. There's West Covina Dodge. We've got them on imports.
Did you tread?
Yeah. No, Tread. I think she muted himself. I'm not sure.
I mean,
Okay. I don't know if I muted you or you muted yourself. The way tonight's going, I don't know anymore. But hey, let's get all this bad
it's a
stuff
little
out of
chilly
here.
back there in the reloading room, so I was going to find some. I got some sweatpants somewhere around here.
I think the most modern cartridge I shoot, and I guess you could say it is kind of obsolete-ish, would be 20 gauge and 45 Colt ACP. And I use Clay's powder for those, and it's so far it's working fine.
Oh, hell. I found a cigarette.
And it works.
Actually, did it just break on me?
Probably.
Yes, it did. No. It's the one you.
Hold on one second.
Time's up.
So what you been up to, West Covina, and Happy New Year's.
Well, thank you. Jeremy, I haven't seen you for a while. Matter of fact, YouTube really hates you. You're not in my subscription thingy. I just checked to try and find the YouTube link, and you're hidden, buddy. And I'm subscribed.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we've had a couple of people.
Say that.
Georgia said that for some reason it was doing that to a couple of people. YouTube was doing unsubscribing a lot of people to a lot of different other people's channels. And Jeremy went and checked on his to make sure. Yeah, he didn't go to his own and see all who was still subscribed to his.
Yeah. Hold on. Like earlier, I had to. When you commented, I'm like, okay, I'm unsubscribed from 6 Shooter Techs, and who else am I unsubscribed? And everybody that was there, I was clicking to make sure I was subscribed to them, and I was unsubscribed from you. But now this new job, half the time I've been working way past dark here lately. I'm on vacation now, so I'll be putting out more videos. And so by the time I get home on Friday, it's time to sit down. I'd get a cup of coffee and I'd be asleep. If I ate that night, I'd be lucky.
If he didn't swing by my house first.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah, I don't know if you were here earlier, Wes, but say hi to the future Mrs. Gunslinger.
Well, hi, Mrs. Future Mrs. Gunslinger.
Hello, Wes. Happy New Year.
Oh, my room's a disaster because I have not been able to do anything.
Your wife had not been home, basically. Your wife has been dealing with her kids for the past week.
Yeah. Western Pete says, "Happy New Year's. Cheers."
Oh wait, let me see if I can put the chat up here.
Mine's empty. I done down my.
We
Damn
can fix that.
Damn it! Here.
Well, all righty. Here you go, Western Pete. Cheers. Happy New Year.
Hey, Pat, how you
Cheers.
going?
Cheers, Wes.
Oh, I'm doing good. Well, sort of good. I mean, the evening started out all right. I just got my tin. I ordered some pure tin. I was going to do some 20-1 and cast up some martini. Got my tin today. Got the pot going. Got the pure lead. Got the tin mixed. Got the mold preheated. And on my second one, I broke the damn set of Lee mole handles.
Hey.
Again.
Oh
Trey,
no!
I like the shirt.
Oh yes, I love that shirt, Trey. You
Love
have
the
to
shirt.
send me one. You have to send me one.
That's basically the same one I got made for Willie.
Well, I need one.
Now, I don't know if I can do this or not. Let's see.
All you gotta do is set the
Was that-
computer
was-
down.
It's
on my phone.
Exactly.
Let's see. Hold on.
Set it to where.
Oh.
Oh.
Can you read? Do I need to move left, right?
Turn back around completely. Just turn around.
Turn just a little bit to your right. Turn right there. There.
Move your hair.
Move that beautiful ponytail.
Oh.
If you can't tell, we're Trump supporters.
Yeah.
No way.
Sorry.
And here's the thing: I vote independent every year, and he made me vote for him. Now, have I been happy with everything he's done? No. But has he done
Been
more?
happy with? Have we been happy with the stuff that the Democrats haven't been able to do? Yeah.
I hate to say this. Trump's the only president in history to be charged with impeachment, exonerated, and then reelected.
Not yet.
Not true, but
Not yet.
Might as well be.
Yeah,
Not quite yet.
well, from what I'm hearing, Nancy Pelosi is refusing to send over the impeachment papers to the Senate.
Yeah, it's just a ploy. She wants to try and get it closer toward the election so that it looks more legitimate. He's under trial, so to speak, Senate trial, while going through an election. There's no reasoning for not holding it other than a political standpoint.
That's the only way they're going to be able to beat him, though.
But they're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, that's
She's holding off to try and time it so that the election is actively going, and he's under the trial part to try and steer all the media towards that. You know, and it's really funny. You hear all this crap about impeachment, all the news and the media and all that stuff. How much media have you heard about Virginia?
very little. If it wasn't for my
Yes,
circle
it
of
is.
friends, I probably wouldn't have heard about it.
Tonight's the first night I've heard about it.
But you've heard about it online, not through the media outlets.
yep.
No. I've not heard
Okay.
anything from the news.
That's my point. You don't hear about the possible protest and all this stuff with all this crap that Virginia's pulling. They're trying to keep that quiet while promoting Trump's impeachment.
Yeah. But I'm going to let everybody.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna-
look over here, don't look over here type thing.
Exactly. Basically, it's like.
And that's. Oh, hold on, baby. Hold on.
No, go ahead. Hang on. I got to text Ruth anyway.
It's. I'm gonna let this be known. If the Virginia boys need some help, there's a bunch of Arkansans that are willing to come over there and show you how it's done.
I'm sure there's a bunch of everybody that would do it.
Well, I'm proud of most of Virginia. They're doing the right thing, and they're doing it themselves. You don't see
Oh,
Wayne LaPierre out in front. You don't see anybody out there except the Virginians doing it for themselves, and that's
Oh yeah.
the way it ought to be.
and the Virginia, like literally, like they have like what 90 counties, and like 87 of them is sanctuary counties, and then like God knows how many cities. I mean, like, good Lord, if they try it, they're screwed. If they actually try some of the stuff that's the governor's threatened. Have fun, buddy.
Yep.
The state has said, I'm your Huckleberry.
We know you are. Oh wait, my bad.
I mean, good. I mean, the Mothers Against Guns tried to do some of that, get some of the similar laws passed, right?
I'm right-handed and I can't do it by myself. I don't.
I'll get your watch off, you baby.
That's what he said. I'm
But-
sorry, that wasn't right.
You made her turn red. But no, some of the laws I get are completely and totally unconstitutional. There's Plowboy. Are
Oh,
completely
boy, good to see you, buddy.
What y'all know good.
But like I said, the laws they're passing are completely and totally unconstitutional.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Plowboy.
Happy New Year.
Righty-ho.
The one about if it could hold more than 10 rounds. There's my Marlin 780 that my grandpa left me in his will. That's it. That's a felony for owning that now.
Depends on where you're at, yeah.
Ruger, just owning a Ruger 1022 rifle is now illegal. Is a felony because Ruger themselves make
Your wife
a
has
25 as
It's
a
illegal to have one, period.
had the capacity to hold 25 I think is what their stick magazine carries. The one that they carry, or is it BTX that does that, or some other kind? The Ruger 1022, that stick mag, that's a little curved. That
They
but
got
you
them 25, 50 rounds.
yeah, but just
I got
because,
one that's 15 one.
yeah,
I
but
think it's 25.
just because your rifle has the potential to hold that many rounds, you owning it is now a felony for you.
Not me. I'm in Carolina. I'm good.
I know, but I'm just saying, how constitutional is that?
It's
I
not
agree.
at all.
I agree with what you're saying. I mean, we're preaching to the choir here. And really and truly, that's the only reason to stay on YouTube. If we can fight that, I mean, I'd love for Trump to step in and say, look, you cannot suppress these people's, thoughts and ideas and that kind of stuff.
Well, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. I was about to go on a ramble, which probably would have made no sense. So,
Well, the way that our military is set up, he's talking about sending in the National Guard to do it, to confiscate these guns. One, the only person that could make that possible is Trump.
no.
No,
He would have to nationalize,
No,
federalize.
he can call in the state National Guard.
Well, the state National Guard, most of them are siding with the gun owners.
I agree.
I don't know.
But
I don't
at
know if
what
any of
point
y'all,
do they follow orders versus, become a treason or tyranny or whatever you want to call it?
when a few of them get blood eagled, they'll start following what's in the Constitution. Seeing a man blood eagled, that'll change your mind real quickly.
I mean, I do
Look,
wish
no.
that Trump would bring up charges on people that are. I mean, I don't know if it might not be illegal this way. I mean, it's all on how you look at it, I guess. the people that are promoting wanting to do these gun bans and stuff like that for assault weapons, whatever you want to call them, in Congress, AOC and all these people, they took an oath to protect and follow the Constitution. But yet, is submitting something that to change the Constitution a form of treason?
What if they keep? I hate to say this. Virginia is a tinderbox right now, and all it would take is a single spark, and not only Virginia would ignite, but the whole United States. It would be disastrous through the whole United States. It's like having a little brush fire over here and then someone taking a can of gasoline and making a gasoline trail to this other brush fire over here. And then
now let me throw this one at you.
Mhm.
Isn't the Virginia thing basically almost having the news coverage of, say, back in the 1800s? If it's not being talked about on mainstream media, how soon will Californians or even North Carolinians or even Virginians hear about all this legislation that's happening in their own state or the state next to them? If the media is not covering it, how will they know without even searching if they're not an active 2A person?
That is true.
You know, it's almost as if the media is backing it down to the 1800s, where it's going to take months, years for it to filter down and get over to the other states.
Oh no, it's more like when we were back at Colony.
Right. I mean,
Where
but it's
the
the same
government
principle.
let
Is that
you know what they've decided after they've decided it.
right?
That's the way it's getting. I mean, but anyway, let's get off politics because we'll be talking about this until way into the new year.
All right. Out of curiosity, Pat, how are you versed on Chromebooks?
How am I on Chromebooks?
Yep.
I never had one in my life. Don't know anything about them much. Haven't used them at work either. I can tell you anything you want to know about a laptop, but a Chromebook, I'm afraid not.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Now, on the new Discord channel for Reloads Network, I'm on the Discord, and the cursor's in the messages thing. And without physically going over here and grabbing hold of the slider bar to go up or down, most stuff I can on any website, I can use the arrow keys shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
But on this, if I click outside somewhere so it's not in the cursor box anymore, and then I use the arrow keys, it goes right back into the cursor box.
Okay. I don't know on a Chromebook. Is there like an Alt key on there? ALT? Or
Yeah, there is. There is.
Well, try an Alt and up arrow and see what happens.
That scrolls. That'll work. Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right, that got you out of the politics.
Far out of it.
Yeah.
I texted him at 11 his time. That was
I don't know, baby. But
I'm
Has
What-
everybody joined the Discord app?
about
I have it on my phone. I have it.
Did you get onto the Reloads Network Discord?
Yeah, I think that's how maybe Wes found out, but that I was live streaming.
No, actually, I was just farting around. I just got into the bedroom, sat down, checked what was on my subscription, and there was nothing. Then I went to the main page, and there you were. And I thought, well, that's odd. I'm subscribed to you. And so I clicked on you live, and there you were. But I thought it was just really weird. I am subscribed to you, Jeremy. It's just your live stream isn't showing
It's
up on
down.
the
A
feed.
lot of times, depending on when it was started, it could be down in the list some.
Yeah.
Well, we
Especially
got a
if
late
you.
start.
Oh yeah, we were
Well, I'm
watching.
saying if you scheduled it and then didn't actually open it until later, that would bring it down in the list too.
Oh, okay.
It's scheduled for 9:30, even though I told StreamYard to set it for 10:30.
No, StreamYard set it for 9:30 because you scheduled it for 9:30.
I thought I clicked at 10:30.
Uh-uh.
But
It's set
So that would have put it farther down the
9:30.
list from other ones that have already started up after that.
okay.
So
Yeah.
anyway, have you tried out the new Discord for the Reloads Network?
I'm not sure. I think I'm following you on there. I have the web app.
Well,
That I can-
right. The Reloads Network has a Discord channel now.
Oh, really?
It's probably going to take the place of Slack.
Oh, okay. Well,
You can should be able to find a link on the Reloads Network somewhere, right on the main page.
well,
or something.
I'll definitely look into that.
It's really been jumping here lately. I mean, a lot of people that didn't really talk on Slack are talking over there.
I tried to join the Slack server. It just somehow or other my anti-use of technology has finally caught up with me.
I've got an allergy to technology.
I didn't use computers or cell phones until I was in 11th grade. And that's
It was a lot further than that for me.
Well, that's because I had to start. But how do I put this? Our neighbor called the cops on us because I didn't have a cell phone, and I was babysitting my brothers while my mom was at work.
And I'm assuming there was no home phone.
No, well, yeah, there was one on the wall. The cop tried to argue. Oh, what if you couldn't get to that? I walked over the corner and picked up the Stevens 1022 that I had. That my uncle gave me. He says, "Hang it to the phone to call y'all. I'm taking care of it myself." I said, "Oh, if I can't get to that one," I walked 4 feet down the hallway and picked up a shotgun that was there.
Makes you wonder how we survived all those decades of centuries, eons before cell phones and internet.
You can ask her. I'll put mine down and just ignore it.
Well, neat thing is, I'm old enough to remember before all that stuff. And,
Yes, sir.
it's
First,
Oh, I didn't watch that shit last night.
but
Mhm.
so what y'all got planned for the new year?
You looking at it?
I thought I'd be asleep by now.
Well, we have less than 30 minutes. We've got
Yeah, we've got 21 more minutes, and it's
11:38,
And it-
11:39.
Yeah, it'll be midnight here soon. So Wes, what you loading up over there?
Oh, same as usual. I'm on a quest to get
Martini.
500 rounds of Martini Henry done. So,
What are you going to be doing? Fighting Zulus?
That'll work.
Uncle Jim's.
going up to Uncle Jim's, and besides, you got to have enough ammo so that you get tired of shooting and you still have some left. And,
Exactly.
And that's the main reason is I don't want to be, I'm out of ammo. I got to go now. I want to be, my shoulder's killing me. This is a real bad idea. I better hit the road.
Oh, I've got from a paper cutter, I've got 400 or 500 rounds stashed away. I make 18th century paper cartridges, kind of like they would make for the smoothbores, Brown Bess.
Yep.
The round ball cartridges. I got like 200-300 left of those. For my Bobcat, and I've got to get more. I've got to get more 45 Colt brass. I
Wanted to ask you about that. Your paper cutter that I keep hovering around thinking about. Did you see Manny California take his paper cutter out? He had an old Pedersoli, and what I found interesting was that half the time he was loading it up, he was shoving a bullet down it and then just topping it off from the back, closing the breech, shooting 110 grains out of it.
Depends on the projectile. And the way I would not recommend loading it the way he does. Because he could, if he put too much powder in there, he could make it explode and turn into a rifled grenade. Because if he doesn't seat it right, the projectile right, he doesn't gap it right, you get over the max charge. Like my max charge for mine is 200 grains. If you put over that much in there, you've made a bomb. And think about this, it's a breech loader, so it's got a good gap in it. So if you put your hands too close while it's doing that, you're cutting yourself with the gas out of it. It's like putting your finger too close to a cylinder gap on a revolver.
Now, using the bullet that I had when I had my Pedersoli 59 Sharps, I was using Pedersoli's mold for that. It's kind of what you call, I guess, a Christmas tree bullet or whatever.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get mine. Give me one second.
The cartridges I was making, I was running, I think in the book, the manual that came with it, I think it said 80 or 85 grains of 3Fs, what I was running in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't get no more in it. When I put the cartridge in there, the bullet would get up there, into the rifling, and it would stop. And when I could push on the back of the cartridge a little bit, you could feel the cartridge bust. And then I cut it off, I don't think I know I couldn't have got 200 grains in that. I don't think I could have got 100 grains in it. But I traded that off for front stuffers. I got tired of all them caps not igniting anything, not sending a bullet down range. I said, nope. I don't want to be associated with anybody drinking.
Mm.
Y'all are
I'm not
fine.
drinking, I'm tasting. I'm just tasting.
He left the room. Just because I'm not sitting in front of the camera doesn't mean I'm not still here.
I was talking about Pat. Is that what you, West Covina Dodge?
Oh, you can call me Pat. I'm
Okay.
Pat.
I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Hold this, lay that down, baby. It's empty. It's the Manet.
I got a question real quick.
That's also the Manet. Those are the two Lee. I gotta go find the Christmas tree I already got.
I got a
pre-made.
question before you do that.
What's that? Bottle?
Yes.
You get the last shot.
I know. That's why I did it. Now, oh, there it is. Oh, I don't even fill up my shot glass. I'm keeping the bottle.
Mm-mm-mm. Y'all are a bad influence on me.
The bad part, he'll be 27 in, might as well say 3 days.
Yeah.
I'll be 33 in 3 months.
Okay, I'm back. I get everything. Oh.
And I didn't start drinking like that. I have been until I met and started basically semi-living with him.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm 47. I started when I was about 11.
Well,
I started when I found my grandpa's homemade.
well,
Yeah.
basically, I started at 18 stopped at 18 and a half, found out I was pregnant with my oldest. 19, lost her, started back, stopped because I found out I was pregnant with my second oldest.
That's really good.
I didn't start back until I guess I was 23, 24.
All right.
And after I had my 8-year-old son, and I didn't drink at all after I had him until almost 4 months ago.
Plowboy, is this the one you're talking about? The carbine or the rifle model?
Oh, I had a 59 Pedersoli 59, which is a carbine. Mine was.
Yeah, okay, I can't remember if it.
It's
Yeah.
in one of my earliest videos. That's about 3 years ago, I guess.
I think I probably watched it to get the idea to make these. Some
Oh,
of these
really?
Probably. I think that's how I found your channel. Well, anyway, this is the bullet you're talking about, the Christmas tree. Wide.
That looks like it.
Well, it probably hadn't been. This is the last one I have, by the way.
Got you.
I dropped it, so I haven't shot it. It just. You can tell it's soft lead, though. Only
Yeah.
dropped it by like 3 feet and just mushroomed everywhere.
That's a good sign.
Oh, yeah. But, well, no, sorry. I have. That's it loaded up on 85 grains and rat tail conversion.
Yeah.
And then I dipped it in lubrication.
Now, the way that I was making my cartridges, it was fragile as it could be. I was actually tying the cartridge on to the little tail with dental floss, and it was fragile. It didn't work out too good. I shot a whole bunch of them, but I had a bunch come apart too.
Well, I just basically this bottom right here.
Yeah.
I just that wide band right there. I glued the paper there,
Yeah. Got you.
filled it up, crimped it up, then twisted, and then that's on cigarette paper, not cigarette paper. Coffee filter,
Oh.
nitrated coffee paper.
Yeah.
That one kicks like a mule.
How many grains is in that?
85.
80. That's what I was running. Mine was 85 with 3F GoX.
Yeah, I don't use any fill. I just fill it up.
Yeah, that's what that's what in the paperwork that came with my Pedersoli, that's what it said the powder charge was supposed to be, was 80 or 85 grains. I can't remember now. It's one of the two.
But Plow, what he's talking about is the guy was taking, and I've seen this video, and I said, no, I commented on it. He was taking, let me get it where you can see a little better. There we go. Now, this is empty. He was taking it from this
Mm-hmm.
and pushing it down like a muzzle loader.
Yeah.
Then pouring the powder in. My biggest fear is if you overfill it, and when you go to close it, and you don't get all of it off,
Yeah.
you got powder sitting right here, pretty close to your face.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a long reach for me, but I mean that the reach of it sits that finger right down that trigger, though.
Have you ever pulled your forearm off and cleaned that little spot that usually dumps powder on them?
Oh yeah, right underneath
Okay.
here. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know about that then.
Oh yeah.
Okay. They claim that powder will collect there, and in some unforeseen time when you really don't want it to, it'll grenade in your face.
Yeah. That.
I got to confess to something for you guys. So I was doing up my grease cookies the other day. So, you take the old cuttings and you throw them in the bucket and stick them in the microwave. And of course, there'd been about a teaspoon of black powder between all of it had gotten in there, and it settled to the bottom of my little plastic tin and popped in the microwave, blew a hole in the bucket and dropped about 3 pounds of beeswax all across the bottom of the microwave.
Oh man.
A little woman over that one. So watch the black powder in the microwave. It will go off.
That'll get you a divorce in the wrong place.
And
You used a microwave for what?
this is the Mini or Mini, however you want to say
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
projectile, the hollow base. I call this one the Magnum. I have paper patched it with a very thin flash papering around it up here,
Mm-hmm.
glued it, and then made it just up like normal. This thing is accurate, but you want to talk about knocking your front teeth out.
Is it a bigger diameter or something?
No,
Fit-
it's the same diameter.
Did
Well,
you-
it goes up in diameter, and then that paper shreds in the rifling
Mhm.
as the base expands.
Yeah.
Paper basically slows it down enough to get expansion. And
I'm
But
thinking
now-
it. I'm thinking it back about 2000, 2001 when I had it an IAB 63 Sharps 54 caliber. I believe that I used a hollow base Mini in it too, but it's been so long ago. I'm not sure.
yeah, but this is 90 grains, and like I said, it kicks like a mule.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is, if I'm not mistaken, about 300-ish grains.
hmm
This is pushing somewhere. This is the Lee Real Bullet for 54.
Yeah.
I'm only using the front stuffers. But good Lord, this thing will hit where I point at it almost every time.
Since we're doing show and tell, let me grab something.
Well, I use it for the rat tail. That's 65 grains of rat tail. I have not found a 54 hollow point. I'm probably have to have someone custom make that for me. And then, but if you make a paper cutter, this is what you would want, Wes, right here. These right here.
All right.
Get you some construction paper, you just glue it to make a tube, glue your projectile to it, you pour the powder full, you put you some napkin, like just a single layer of napkin around it, you put some glue on top of that. Yep. This has been loaded for about a year now. This is some of the first ones I've had loaded. No powder leakage, no nothing. But here's the thing, I load this up and I shoot it, and I found RWS musket caps are the hottest musket caps, and they have never failed me so far of ignition.
Oh boy, you're kicking it up a notch there, Plowboy.
Do what?
I'm gonna have to bring out the big guns.
Well, I'll be that gum. Well, this
Cheers.
right here is what I got going in on the 2577s, my 3-band infield
Mm-hmm.
and
Good
the
Lord.
JP Murray. That's a 566 Noe bullet mold. That's a Pritchett, smooth-sided Pritchett, the way that it used to be. I guess, the British and, of course, Confederates did it too. And I'm doing that also with a little base plug that goes in it,
Oh, like the good old days.
like the way it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
And-
meaning baseball.
And it just put in a cartridge, 1855 cartridge. It looks about like that. That's got 68 grains of 3F Go-X in it. You take that, tear it open, pour it. When it goes down the muzzle, then you turn that right there over and stick that end in, break the top of it off, and ram it home. And, man, you really can do about 3 of them aimed a minute.
The thing is, with this thing, I can get, by the time you get 3, I can get 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah,
10,
yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
manual arms on this thing is much more modern than. But what Wes was talking about is Manny was front stuff in those things.
No, I think he
Yeah.
cracked stuff in it. I think he was going in from the breech and shoving the bullet in until it's seated.
Oh.
And then getting the powder horn and filling up behind it and then closing it.
Oh, you can do that, but
Yeah,
you
you
just
still
don't work out
be
the
fine.
powder. But if he's front stuffing it down, he could. What? Who's to say he doesn't get it to here?
Yep.
The bullet right here. They pours powder all the way down to here, to the bottom of that, all the way to here. I mean, that's a lot of powder. That's
I think pouring loose going from the breech is fine as long as your bullet's pushed up, as far as it'll go, grabbing the rifling, and it's going to be there. And then you fill it up behind it, close it off. As long as it's filled up, I say party on.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
no air gap, and you're fine.
yeah. But like you were saying, that's the only concern I'd have is he didn't
Yeah,
put this where it's supposed to be. That would be my concern.
got you.
But I love the Lee real bullets when this starts. Because it hits that rifling as soon as you push that in there, it
Yeah.
stops. And
See, I
then you
can't-
fire it, and it just grabs that rifling and just goes.
So that's all I got for 58 right now. I got some minis running around here someplace. But
I would
That's
love to shoot. Is those round
Snyder
balls?
round balls for Snyder Chow. So
Well, I would like to actually try some round balls out of this thing. I just never have tried it.
And by the way, these right here weigh about 583 grains on average.
there you go.
And that's just 566 diameter. So of course, in those 1855 cartridges, they stay paper patched and the paper separates. When you shoot, you can see like little confetti on the ground in front of it. After you shoot enough, you see white everywhere. And some of them videos, when I'm shooting it, you can see the paper, the little confetti coming off of it.
Oh, that's fun. I go to the range and I got, last time I tried some smokeless in the martini. I got some Kynoch, or not Kynoch, but the Australian brass, Bertram, and did up 34 grains of 4198 and 7 grains of K-Pock filler. That's a lot of K-Pock.
Yeah.
And I got a hell of a mess out in front of me.
Using IMR or H4198.
IMR 4198.
I'm using IMR 4198 and 4570 behind a 430 grain Ranch Dog Noe bullet.
The Christmas tree that I have that's a little messed up is 474, give or take, because of the mess up, about 4 grains,
Yeah.
about 480. The Monet, 340. And the Lee Row bullet, 375. I think that's it. I think I've said in a few live streams, this is like the lightest load bullet I have, but it's accurate and it hits with some authority.
Yeah, I just ordered myself a 600 grain mold, hollow point, of course.
Yeah.
And we'll see, because I think I'm going to get 1,300 feet a second no matter what I do out of this darn thing with about 92 grains. And just try throwing some more lead down. I just got some lead.
What upset me is because all the work I've been doing here lately, and then spending time with her and her kid and my future stepkids. YouTube videos is kind of going out the window.
You know what though? Do what's important. I mean, this is a hobby,
Yeah.
Oh
This
yeah,
is hobby videos.
oh yeah, but just
There's a lot of people treating them like businesses, but this is a hobby for me. And there's times I get behind and I don't really do much. And there's times I put a bunch of stuff out and regret it.
Yeah.
Guitar playing videos, by the way, that might be what I'm talking about.
Plowboy, you were wondering about the Bulldog.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get it. For some reason, this screw. Hold on. Where's that screw? Let me put it back together. I had it separated to see if I can figure out the problem. Because
So you wasn't talking about this Bulldog.
that's as far as I can get the screw in for some reason. So it's. I
Yeah.
don't think I drilled the hole through. but it's coming together. I got another base pin.
Yeah.
I
I
gotta
like
get
it.
I gotta get the screw all the way in. Like I said, I just think it's not square.
Uh-huh.
One side just a little, and then attach the spring so to keep this up.
Got you.
Because once it's down, it's there. Oops, come on. Oh, I got a little bit more fine fitting to,
A little more tinkering to do.
just barely any. I mean, it's just a few centimeters here, So take this. I'll have this done if I work. If I work on it tomorrow, I'll have it done. I mean, I've got a tool that my boss gave me for squaring up holes in metal because we've done some metal work where we had to put in. So he bought it, and then he messed one up, and so I bought one, thinking, "Oh, I'll get it," He wanted, and then now he bought one, and I bought one. His didn't work, wasn't the right size. Mine was, so he traded me. But when it's working correctly, all it's going to do is this right here, what's left of this loading lever is just going to drop down.
Yeah.
Just to let this base pin just slide past it and then push up.
I'll be right back.
All right.
It's 12:01. I gotta go call Mama.
So I can change out cylinders because there is no more loading. This won't load anything. Don't fall now.
No, look up here.
Oh.
No, baby.
Happy New Year's.
Well, I'll be dadgum. It is New Year's. Look at that. Slipped in on us.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know, right? I didn't know till one of my friends called. Oh, excuse me, text.
Well, I had a whiskey bottle in front of my clock, so I got a good excuse. At least half of one, anyway.
Happy New Year, you guys. I got another
Happy New Year to y'all.
Happy New Year's. There's a tool. All I gotta do is just round this off right here more.
Yeah.
Well, let me get it up. Here, let me blow myself up. I can remember how to. There we go. Yeah, round this off more. See how it's and that I was going to attach the screw the spring here
Mm-hmm.
and then to the frame. So it would just beep, beep.
Got you.
How do I do which one did I have it set on again? There we go.
There we are.
But like I said, I think it's just this. So give me 1 second. I think I'll be able to have it fixed in just 1 second.
All right.
Oops. There we go. Mute myself. So y'all talk some amongst yourselves.
I'm gonna laser y'all. Put a crimson trace on the bulldog, and I'm playing with that right now. That was my Christmas present. Crimson Trace laser grips Charter Arms Bulldog.
All right.
That and some Spear gold dot, 200 grain gold dots for it. You just about can fall in that. I think if I drove off in one of them, I'd flatten the tire.
Yeah, that's pretty. So I got a confession to make to you guys. I had a 1858 Remington in the checkout. Go to put the shipping, and those bastards at Sportsman's Guide will not ship it to California.
Huh.
I didn't get it. I mean, I was all stainless target model Uberti 1858 was going to take the big jump, and then the little woman blew out her transmission. So that's out of the question again for another month.
Well, hey, Pat,
So
just
ship it to Vegas.
or
Mhm.
you can send it to me, and then I'll ship it out to you.
Oh, it won't be a problem. It's just, it's just the little things that get you sometimes. I mean, there's a way around it and all, but I've been dancing around the darn thing for 6 months and finally got the nerve up to hit the buy button. Cash was there, and something gets in your way. Thank
Oh yeah,
goodness.
Well, if a transmission's only setting you back a month or two, you're doing okay.
oh yeah.
They kill me. And they end
Well.
up sitting in the yard for months and months, and then I make videos shooting the heck out of them.
Yeah, well, it's I'm a cheap ass. That's all I got to say. Is they could be real expensive, but it ain't gonna be.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the thing myself, and got a place to do an overhaul, or I got a buddy who will do it for me if I drive it back down. But no, it's about $500 for an overhaul with parts and a converter, so it's not bad.
No, it's not too bad.
So you going to get the 44, the Army or the Navy version, Pat?
Army, I don't see any point in going little. I mean, it's just me. I just broke another mold handle today too. I told you guys. So no, I got big hands and I'm a gorilla and might as well go with a big gun.
Well, the only difference in the Navy and the Army that I've seen is my uncle has a Remington Navy model. It's to the caliber.
Yeah, but the way I look at it is, look, I'm used to 90 grains a shot. So anything less than that, I'm getting better mileage. Won't bother me. I haven't been spoiled on economy. So what the hell? Got a supply of black powder. Might as well go with the bigger one.
True. You'll just have to get you look into, if you want to shoot historical bullets, look into Arrows Gone bullet mold. They make historical Johnson and Dowell that go in there, but you might have to do a little modification. All mine have them. A little modification to move right here up, or just move this up a little bit to allow that point to go through.
Well,
Or
about a dozen. Almost everybody's making Johnson and Dowell cartridges for it. But I think I'm going to stick with round balls to start with. Take it easy and work my way into. You know how it is with all this stuff. You start simple and then it turns into a real project. I'm sure I'll be going crazy later.
Well, Tred's got my Future X in a picture.
Now we can show that on YouTube.
Now this is Dylan January calendar for the new year. There's supposed to be guns in this picture. I just can't see them.
No, not me.
Go back to her. Okay.
There we go.
There's supposed to be guns in this picture. I just don't see no guns.
I don't either. Do you, baby?
No, I just, with knowing you men, you ought to see the thing in the middle called the woman.
January 29th. I can officially flip it over now. So.
All right.
New calendar.
Oh, my dogs are not liking this right now. There's someone shooting off fireworks outside.
Yeah, I got one that ain't liking it at all either. The other three don't care.
I'm trying to figure out how to make.
How I knew it was New Year.
Oh.
Chad said, Happy New Year, punk. Gee, thanks. I love you too, Brad.
I just don't think that. I think it might be the screw that's buggered. I think the screw's buggered.
The shrew.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's buggered because it doesn't even want to go in there when this is not even in there.
I knew I should have had Mom roll me a cigarette while standing in the hallway.
Well, that's a New Year's resolution.
Hold on one second, guys.
Time's up.
Yep. I'm going to bugger the shrew. Let's see.
You're going to do what?
I think he thought I said screw, not shrew. But I thought he said screw. I thought you said the shrew was boogered up.
Well, I said that's going to be my New Year's resolution, guys, to booger the shrew.
All right, let me know how it goes, and I may try it.
Mm-hmm. It won't go well.
Of course, in this day and age, I don't think I should go ahead and agree with anything that I don't understand.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
You're
Too
in
many
Cali this
variables.
weekend?
And I, by the way, Trent, I said screw.
Oh, I know what you said. But I heard shrew.
That's hipster slang for something.
You in Cali this weekend, Pat?
Yeah. Well,
I thought that was the Cali reloading room.
yeah, this is the California reloading room, and but Willie's going to be up in Vegas on the 5th, so I've got to get my ass up there and get the doors unlocked for him, and I'm going to be doing some 80% up there where it's still legal. So I'm going to be milling up.
Do one?
What's that?
You and Willie gonna do one?
Well, Willie's got one that's
It's not done though.
no, but it's as far as it needs to be, so it ain't 80% no more before the deadline hits. So it's drilled, but it's not milled. So so he's gonna bring that up and we'll mill it out.
Finish it off.
Finish it off for him. And I know you guys aren't in California, but just got my email. There's a sale over at Noreen Firearms on 80% AR-10s for $60.
I don't really understand AR-10s, Pat.
They're 30 caliber ARs.
I know what they are. I just don't understand them. You got
Well,
about high shelf and low shelf, and this part won't fit on this lower, and that part won't fit on this one. Nothing is spec'd like an AR-15. So you got to really understand them to build one.
Mm.
Putting the pieces together is not a problem. It's just trying to figure out which piece goes to what.
Yeah, I gotta say that there were quite a few oh shits, moments when I built the little woman's AR-10, and the little gotchas, like, no, that one ain't gonna work, and farting around with it. But once you've gotten your one successful build done, you know what you got to do, and it's no biggie. But it's not like an AR-15.
It gives you a list of knowing what fits on the next one.
Yeah.
But then you're just kind of limited to that list, ain't you?
Well, no. Well, there's just a couple of parts like the takedown pins and the spring and buffer and the bolt release.
The hand guards,
Yeah, just almost everything except the upper and lower.
Yeah.
But there's stuff out there. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still not an AR-15 where you can just, mail order it now.
Off a shelf and work. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I've kind of shied away from the 10s.
But
I've always kind of told people that if you're going to do AR-10, just buy a complete one or buy everything from one company like Palmetto State or whatever.
Yeah, but I want to do, weird stuff. So the next one I'm doing is in 243 Winchester, and the one after that's going to be in 358.
Legend.
358 Winchester.
Oh,
That's
358.
Yeah, that's a 308 necked out.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were jumping on the bandwagon with the 358 Eagle.
No, I was talking to Eagle about it, and when I get it built, we're going to try to get a 9mm pill outgoing 3,000 feet a second, and see if
it'll rip apart.
What's that?
See if you can rip the jacket off of it.
I think it'll do more. No telling, but you know, a little past the design. the jacket might depart in flight. You know, so we'll see. But
I don't think they're made for what, 1600 or something like that. Designed for.
Yeah.
Whiskey has Eagle Eye bit the bullet and bought a martini yet?
Has who?
What? Eagle Eye.
Well, no. Eagle Eye had me had one tracked down. The guy wants way too much for it. And the only reason I was going to buy it is because it had a couple hundred pieces of brass with it. And I want that brass more than I want the gun. And so I drove all the way from Vegas to Lake Havasu to go look at it. And it didn't work out. They couldn't find the brass, and the gun was $500 too much. So I walked out of there.
Well,
I was strong.
But the brass worth the extra $500 though.
Like you want.
Can't you make your own brass out of what? 16 gauge shotgun shells? Is it?
Gauge.
It's 24. So I just got done doing 100 pieces of it right now. So I made a whole big bucket of scrap brass, and
I was going to ask how much scrap out of that 100.
Well, I tell you what, because I got a sniper, I'll just show you my scrap brass box. So
Good God.
Yeah.
So you lose about a quarter, a third of
Over to a third.
Yeah, you don't cry, even though they're a buck a piece. It's just, the way it goes. But so
how long is that brass good for?
well, I'm not quite sure, because I think when if I'm a little aggressive on the annealing, they split down the middle after maybe 5 or 10 rounds, and the rest of them are no problem for forever. So I go out and shoot 100 rounds. I have 1 or 2 pieces of bad brass.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
No, and I'm working my way up. I got one box up in Vegas, and I got this can up to about there so far.
Cool.
And gotta get this one filled up, got that one filled up, and then nobody's gonna walk away without a sore shoulder.
No, don't drop it on your foot.
Is all Martini Henry like paper patched?
No. So I've got you can do a 468, 472, and just a regular lube groove bullet. And trouble I got with that is my seating die is smaller than that, so it pushes them in too far. It catches on the neck of the seating die, and I haven't figured out a way to seat a full size bullet without going too deep on the thing. You gotta seat them way out. The chamber's a big funnel in the darn thing, and
I'll be right back.
It sounds like they're upstairs.
I thought I heard a car horn.
anyway, I got an NOE mold for the little one 458 SOCOM, and paper patched it up, and then I went down the rabbit hole of trying to find 9-pound onion skin, because that's what I needed to get up to mine, and I finally found some 9-pound onion skin, 25% cotton, and I've been going crazy paper patching. And these things work great, and they're a lot less trouble than the full size cast. And I got a 600 grain mold coming now that I got the patching figured out. So I can just use any old 458 mold and patch it up now.
Cool.
And they're shooting good.
Pat, you said you found some 9-pound onion skin still at this point?
Yeah.
All right. Well, see what I've got that I've been making these 1855 cartridges. There's two pieces of that. There's three parts, three pieces in the pattern, and two of them use 9-pound onion skin. And now the pack of that I bought, Ream or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Whatever I bought of that, I saved. It was on Amazon. I saved the link in my favorites years ago, and now when I go to that, it says it's 10-pound. So where have you found 9-pound? If you got it off the top of your head, I'll write that down.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's you go to eBay and you look for Eaton's courseable onion skin, and it's Eaton's 9-pound courseable onion skin.
Eaton's.
Yeah, EA. Hold on. EATONS.
Your hot dog way down here. Just say Happy New Year.
Not using
There you go.
Okay.
All right, and yeah, this is the onion skin, and it's 25% cotton.
Yeah.
And this stuff turned out real nice. I had tried tracing paper. I must have gone through 30 different pieces of paper, shopping around, and this is
Gotcha.
the shit.
I will save that, and I appreciate that because I lost my daggum earbud, the only one that worked.
So don't be afraid of the price. It's going to be like a pack of 80 for $25.
Well, that is more than what I gave for that other, and I think I give like $40-something for that. I believe it's 500 sheets.
But it's not bad. It's still cheaper than a primer. I mean, price per round.
Well, once you kind of committed to making something that you need a 9-pound for, you got to have it.
Mm-hmm.
I use those. I go to Dollar Tree and buy their coffee filters because my coffee pot has one of those reusable coffee filters. I don't use my coffee pot anymore.
Well, see what I'm doing with this these 1855 cartridges is the thickness of the paper that I need because that's what's staying paper patched around my bullet.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I have to have it exactly like it is. It don't have to be combustible. Now, when I was doing Sharps cartridges, I was using those hair wraps from Sally Beauty Supply.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they work pretty good.
They do. Coffee filters. I get more out of them, and also I get some for combustible paper cartridges for my cap and ball revolver.
Now I got 1,000 of those hair wrap goodies in extra large, and they're still too short.
Yeah.
To get 2 turns after you cut the angle on both sides, and they're too short. I'll figure out something to do with them someday, but
you can send them to me. I'll take them.
Well, I'm thinking when I get that 1858 Navy and I'm doing some cartridges that might work out okay.
Oh yeah, you just gotta check your cylinders. Make sure there's no unburnt paper left in there.
Mm-hmm. I love hybrid.
Yeah. It could keep you from igniting the next shot. It could clog up the flash hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this screw's buggered. I can tell you that much. I'm gonna have to drill it out and pin it like I did my other one. Oh well. Yeah, it's not even screwing in there without the catch. That's okay. I've got from when I had my AR, I still have a whole bunch of those replacement pins. pop one of those suckers in there. They're all titanium. They ain't rusting. They ain't breaking anytime soon.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I went expensive when I bought stuff for my AR. Then I fell in love with black powder and sold all my AR stuff.
Well, I'm keeping all of mine because I can't get anything new in this communist utopia that I live in.
Why don't you just come move down here to Arkansas?
Because I'm a whore, and I make lots of money at my job, and I wouldn't make it in Arkansas, and I'm a whore, and don't feel bad for me because I know where I'm at. And every time I go up to my house in Vegas, it's like, crossing the Berlin Wall, and I feel great about it, and I get some relief, and I'm in a free state. And then I come back here and I bitch about having to ask for a straw and paying for a bag more than anything else. And guys up in Virginia, what Virginia doesn't know, what I know down here, is they can push real hard, and then they'll push too hard, and then they'll go back just until it's painful enough for you to suck it up. So I don't think they're going to take anybody's guns, and that's not the point. The point is just to screw with people. And
Yeah.
They're going to feign a movement of 10 steps when they might only intend to take 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then when everybody sees they don't go to 10, then they think, well, okay, this ain't as bad as it could have been, and you still get that incremental loss of liberty.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And see, I think that the whole entire thing to me is a declaration of war.
They come in, they gonna get shot.
Well, I think that's the big difference over in Virginia. They've done this over here in California over the last 25, 30 years. And they want to make a big jump in a state like Virginia. They're making a mistake.
Yeah, they're biting off too much at once.
Yep.
Oh, big time.
And and if they're going to do something, that's what I want them to do. I don't want them to take them little incremental bites of that elephant. I want them to go up there and bite that sucker on the butt and get what they got coming.
Yep. And I think they're going to get it. I think they've gone way too far.
Oh yeah.
Oh, big time. Well, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna finish this damn Remington beginning of this year, so I can go shit.
End of this year.
Beginning of this year. Leave alone.
Honey, you're into a whole new year here. I can prove it.
Don't prove me wrong on live television.
Mercury is not television. It's just YouTube.
Guys, what does that say? My bad.
I don't know.
Let me get it fixed. Yeah, I hate this
Yeah,
thing.
I see a forehead.
Yeah, his big forehead.
Hey, leave my big forehead alone.
Now he gonna holler at me. That says January 1st.
12/28.
So I thought January started a whole nother year, right?
Whole nother year and a whole nother decade.
Exactly.
You want to.
Didn't do that because they can't see me.
Okay, let me look
Only
here.
reason
What
they
part I
said the thing
got.
about your forehead is because of my lock screen.
Yeah, leave my big forehead alone.
We all know now that you've got a big forehead, not only from the live streams, from your lovely wife's phone.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna get it bigger a bit.
By the way, give me your coffee.
Yeah, there's alcohol in my coffee.
Hey, I didn't say drink it. I made it. By the way, there was another pot. That's what took me so long.
Okay. That piece will fit. I just gotta open it up just a little bit more.
Ooh.
Yeah, I put half of what was in the bottle in my
Yeah,
cup.
I know.
So what y'all's if you could have one rifle that you do not already own or a pistol, what would you have?
I'll jump right in. I'd like a P-53 Enfield.
I got one. Well, they're a better solid reproduction, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I don't think I'd ever have trouble shooting it in this state. Now that, you know, I think it'd be fine. I'm not ready to go flintlock yet.
What would you give for one, Pat?
At
Talk
least
to me now.
$5.
Well, I'll tell you what I'd kill for right now is if somebody had a P-53 Enfield stock.
Yeah.
My Snyder's got a rotten, busted stock on it, and that's next for me. So it's toast. It's worm eaten and broken in half, and too bad for epoxy. So I can't say a Snyder because I got one, but I'd go for a P-53 Enfield. But what would I pay for one? Well, I got to do that tranny first.
Yeah. Well, now I know we're getting sidetracked on the question in the moment, but since I'm considering selling one of my 5.77s. Well, I've got two, and I'm not really shooting either one of them. And I look at guns as tools, and my toolbox is full of only one or two different kinds of wrenches, and I kind of want some more wrenches. Want to diversify just a little bit. So I might sell either that or sell my J.P. Murray one. I ain't decided which.
Well, Plowboy, you know my birthday's in a few days, right?
3 days.
All of a sudden, we're real good friends, ain't we?
I send it back. Don't worry.
Plowboy, if you hit me up next month, toward the end, I might be in better shape to consider it. Right now, if I bought a gun right now, I'd be strung up on the front porch. I promise you.
Okay. But what I want is a 50 caliber Barrett.
Woo!
As in BMG?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just to say I've owned a big effing gun. I'm sorry, big mother effing gun.
Yeah, I wouldn't be on the top of my list though, but it's an itch I got to scratch one of these days.
It shoots, and like when it when it leaves the barrel, you can tell when it leaves the barrel. Everything just moves out of the way. It doesn't say I fired. It says move out the way.
It just says I'm coming through.
Yeah.
And you can shoot a deer, not even hit it, and kill it.
Hey,
Just a concussion.
Yep.
don't.
I don't want to be shot at by one to find out if that's true or not.
What the?
There's a video online about a guy that went deer hunting with a 50 BMG and shot at a deer, and the deer died right on the spot. And they went and looked, and there was no hole in him.
Huh.
But the concussion, because he was so close, I don't think he was probably 50, 75 yards.
Huh.
But the concussion alone from the bullet and everything, the shock, supposedly messed up his insides. So I don't know what happened. I'm not well versed into ballistic, all that crap. And it could have been a fake damn video. I don't know. Seems plausible though.
You know, studying on the question about the guns that you want, I'm having a hard time coming up with a long gun. Really, I might take another an FAL or something. I used to have one and I really liked it. Maybe a DS Arms FAL. But for a handgun, I want a BFR in either 475 line ball or 500 line ball. Why? I don't know. I just want it.
I wanted to try I think it's the newest model. The one for 357 is it Winchester or Legend? I can't remember which. But I want to try that one out.
Is it still saved in your phone?
Now, I saw someone do a video on it, and it looked fun. I think it was Hootie Who done the video on it. And I mean, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't the 357 Legend take a 9mm bullet anyway?
The 350 Legend, yes.
So that's probably
Technically
the
speaking.
9mm I'd ever own. I've used the 9mm. I do not like the 9mm.
But you can get one through Eagle Eye if he's going to start selling them barrels
I would
that you can get the 358. So they're calling it the 358 Eagle. It's a modified 350 Legend and modifies the chambers to fit the larger 357 bullets.
Okay, well, I might. I don't know. I'd have to get another AR.
If I'm not mistaken, though, I mean, I don't know why you couldn't use, because I think PC Bullet Empire Tim's barrel is not an Eagle barrel, and he's using Starline brass and a 357 bullets. Creates a little bulge, but as long as it's staying below the semi-spec of the neck diameter, that you can still run them. It just creates looks like a little bulge in the brass. I don't know, I'm gonna find out because Dad bought two 350 Legends, a pistol and a rifle.
You know, it'd just be my luck. You know, I told the little woman, you know, pick a caliber and stick to it and get whatever you want. And she started with a 30-06 and then a 243 and then a 458 SOCOM and then a 308. And, you know, if I tell her about a 350 Legend, that's going to be another round to reload for. And,
I don't think you're going to be complaining too much, though.
I've already.
I thought your little woman liked the big calibers.
She does. She likes. Well, she likes her 30-06, but right now she's can't show it. I'm sorry, guys. She really likes her Peruvian Mauser more than anything else in the whole wide world. And she's got her Minion 308, and she's got her SOCOM. But right now
the
she's
Mauser at 8mm.
7.65 Argentine.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good caliber.
Yeah, it's basically it's real close to a 308. Hard to tell the brass side by side. And it's, yeah. Well, let's see. What can we get away with? Jeremy, if I screw your live stream, I apologize.
I'll just start a new channel if I have to.
It's no
Well, I
different
showed a
than
gun, didn't even
showing
think about it.
already.
Ooh,
Let's get a little llama on the Peruvian crest. But when they did these, I can probably show you without getting us in trouble. Is this was a 1909 Peruvian Mauser, and there's no wars going on, and the Peruvians had gotten their asses kicked in the last war, and the army was going to mutiny over rotten rifles. So price was no object, and they're just perfect. I mean, the Germans just took their time, and there's not a machine mark on the thing, and it's just perfect. And it's smooth.
It's not.
So I gotta say, as far as quality goes, this thing is nice, real nice, and she loves it too.
Oh, I bet. I'd love it too.
I don't get to shoot it much. I get to reload for it.
Well, I have a feeling if I let her get the gun she wants, I'd have to be reloading for it too.
Yep.
What gun do you want, baby? Everyone else has answered. You're here too.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a legitimate answer, though.
Yeah.
She's not really been around stuff enough. She
Okay.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, after 4 months of like literally just sitting and not saying nothing on his live streams,
And
just off in the corner by myself, playing on my phone.
me trying to get her. Really, Blabbo, you're playing with your laser?
Yeah, sometimes I do that.
And he'd try his best, babe, say something, baby, say something. And I just give him one of those looks.
I will eat your soul. No looks.
And he's like, okay, okay, okay. I won't ask again.
Next live stream, I'd ask again.
2 days later, sitting on the bed, playing on my phone. He turns the dang camera around. Baby, say something. Same evil look. Okay, I won't ask again. So I just
He
he
gobbled
finally
gobble.
learned his lesson until I just finally just opened my mouth and told him, shut the hell up. I'll say it when I want to say something.
Now if I can only get her on the camera.
Nope.
Technically, she's already been on camera.
True. Oh,
Technically. That's what, for a split second. Long enough for him to turn it around and turn it right back around.
Every time you walk past him to go get coffee.
and I don't ask her to do that. Well, I've asked her one time. Most of the time, it's just hand me your cup and then she goes and gets me coffee. Don't even have to ask.
He was asleep when I got here this afternoon. He
I
didn't
took
even
a-
know I made a pot of coffee. I play it smart. I don't wake this man up with a cigarette or a coffee. And then he'll go literally pull me on the bed.
What? I thought women like
And,
surprise romantics.
I'm like, okay, you're supposed to be asleep. I come and put my stuff down. Go make a pot of coffee. And I told him, you want a cigarette? Yes. Okay, I've got to be let go. No. Then I guess you're not getting a damn cigarette then.
Well, I had to take a pain pill because I had my bad disc in my back slid out 3 days ago. And so I've been taking 500 Robaxins and they've been kicking my ass.
Like literally.
I have been a zombie for the last week.
Yeah. Even to the point where he's not called me until, or even text me.
About 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon because I'm out.
I have called him, FaceTimed him, no answer. Sent him text messages, no answer. I'm like, okay, I guess today you want to be is one of the days you want to be by yourself. Call me when you decide to talk. And I won't send him nothing else. Baby, I've been asleep. I'm sorry. And he'll FaceTime me. I'm sorry. I love you.
Well, I mean,
I'm like, okay, I understand you've been asleep.
but
I didn't know you were taking them.
and me thinking the whole time I'm telling her I took them and I just.
Well, when you're dealing with a ADHD and here in the state of Arkansas, they can't legally say it's bipolar till they turn 18. they call it mood disorder with an 11-year-old.
Who's at that time of their life?
Yeah.
Puberty.
And 8-year-old screaming, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," when you call her. What? Never mind. I just want to backhand him.
He probably needs it a good once or
He's
twice.
been around his biological dad too long to let him get away with everything. And he's not even at home with him tonight. And he swore to me, "Oh, go to Jeremy's. The kids are fine. I'll be here with them." I found out on the way over here, he got a fifth of fucking rum for free.
Lucky bastard.
Where's that at?
Yeah, right?
Sign
He
me
said
up
he
for that program.
owns a liquor store.
Hell,
No, he don't.
hell. I want that man to be my friend.
Free liquor. Hook me up.
Yep.
I told him, I said, well, if you got it for free, where's mine? I asked you to get me, if you were getting anything for free, give me my Southern. Where's mine? Oh, he wouldn't give it to me. I said, just whatever. I ain't gonna play this back and forth thing. I am too old for games. And he's older than I am. And I still don't hold no punches with him. And I got 2 biological kids with him, and I don't hold no punches. When I vent on him, he knows it. Does he not, honey?
Yeah.
You ain't got to lip sync it, as they say. I can read
After
lips.
she's done bitching him out, she bitches to me about it. I have to know about it.
When is it y'all getting married?
Don't know yet, really.
Oh, y'all ain't set a date yet?
No.
Well, I ain't said congratulations yet, so there it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right now, with everything going on, all this chaos into my back. I'm just glad my back decided to go out during my vacation, not when I was working.
It's just like everything hit at one time.
Yeah, did y'all not see how this was? I missed like an hour of Georgia Shoot Connection trying to get this out of the damn wall. It was sitting
The
there.
whole living room filled up with smoke. Our bedroom door is standing wide open. His brother comes in here. Oh, well, maybe because it's y'all smoking. What do you?
What the hell are we smoking that? We ain't smoking that good shit.
I mean,
We don't live in California. We can't smoke that for free.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pat.
Nope. There's stuff ain't free, and that's the trade-off. I mean, lack of motivation from it, and then motivation to maybe do something to get it, because
Exactly.
it ain't free. But
Exactly.
I don't know. I for one thing, I can say this: since they legalized it, you're not getting pulled over for bullshit reasons all day long, every day, because they want to check the back of your car. And that's kind of nice. No bullshit taillight tickets because they just want to check your ashtray. Now, I don't do this stuff.
That's like two weeks ago.
Yeah, we got pulled. No, it was about a month ago. We got pulled.
No, it was less than that, baby.
Oh, we got pulled. We got pulled over for no fucking reason.
Supposedly for a taillight being out.
So I go and buy a brand new taillight.
And then he wants to check to me to roll my window down because I'm in the back seat. And he said, "Why'd you throw a cigarette butt out?" I said, "Honestly, I was not paying attention." And I wasn't. What am I supposed to do? Turn completely around and make sure nobody's behind us with the seatbelt on? If I could do that, then I wouldn't have my seatbelt on.
Now, the thing is,
hold
on. But the thing is, when he stopped us, he comes to my window. I have a gun on my hip, right? I try to hand him my ID and my concealed carry license. He takes, my mother was driving. He takes her. He takes Nikki's stuff.
My name and everything else because I didn't have my ID.
And I'm sitting there literally doing this to him.
Basically in front of his freaking face.
Here.
Come to find out, I text my son's father and asked him if he knew the state trooper that pulled us over. He said, yeah, he was the grandson of a former Cross County sheriff deputy, which is the county that we got stopped in.
So here's the thing. Well, because he did not do that. He did not take it. And I have a video camera that runs in my car. I take it to my local police chief. He helped us file a formal complaint against him. Because and show him that the new tail light, the warning he gave us, and everything. And show him the footage.
You know, they got a job to do, and it's just like gun control or anything else. You can vote them out if they're too much of a pain in the ass.
No, this was a state trooper that done this. And here's the thing. I know why I got stopped, because in Arkansas, I was a part of helping Act 746 get clarified. I was telling people about it, telling them to go vote for it, then sharing the information and everything about it, which basically gave you the right to carry one of these or a pistol on your hip openly or concealed without a license.
And which has passed.
Oh, yeah. And the Arkansas State Police did not like it. Because everyone did not doesn't renew their license now. They're losing money. And so they're trying to fuck with me.
I've got a brother that is a truck driver, semi over the road truck driver that carries one on him 24/7, 7 days a week. It's either on his back or in his boot. Truck or no truck, depending on where he feels like putting it that day, that morning when he gets up.
Well, can't do any of that shit here.
No, unfortunately.
But, you know, I don't know. It's not so bad, I guess. But I go to Nevada at least twice a month. Breathe the clean, free air. But yeah.
Yeah, they don't care in Nevada.
No.
As long as you're not breaking the law, they don't give a fuck. But that's the reason why they're trying to fuck with me about it. It's because I renewed mine because of the work I do. I have it as insurance in case I have to use it, right? Because I do remodeling. I go to some sketchy neighborhoods. I have it on my, I carry for my personal protection.
So does
my boss, and so does the other guy I work with. We all have a concealed carry license to protect in case of shooting. We have to say, yeah, we went through these classes. This is what we were told to do.
And this was at the address I was at, and so forth.
Yeah.
Be right back, guys.
That's why that's why I carry. Because, like, I go to those places where you fart wrong, you get shot at. And I really don't like the carry piece I have. But that's why I'm making. So I'm looking at selling it and getting a different one.
What are you carrying every day?
It's a little Glock 45 ACP. It gets in the way. I'm not looking for a smaller caliber, just a different gun.
Gotcha.
Because
Taking my watch to the house.
okay. I'm sorry, I call the Glock the block because it doesn't matter what you try to do with you can tell you got it on you. I mean, literally, this Bulldog has a slim, and the holster I made for it has a slimmer profile than a Glock in its holster. I can put this. I could literally just cut 2 holes right here, reinforce them, slip them on my belt, and have a smaller profile than with that Glock on my hip. I mean, that's a revolver and 45 Colt. That's. Of course, if I shoot somebody with a 45 Colt black powder round, they might think, "What the hell am I doing with running around with black powder guns?"
If it works, it works.
Yeah, they.
I admit that I carry over the last several years, I've carried single action revolvers more than I've carried anything else, and 99% of the time it's a single action revolver. It's something in 45 Colt, and there's been a few of those times that it's something loaded up with black powder in it.
Well, the reason why I fell in love with the 45 Colt, I was working in Oklahoma a few years ago. Now, and I was working on a horse ranch, and they were unbroken horses. They were, I can't remember, was it fowls? They, hadn't got used to the ATVs and all this stuff yet, so we had to protect, ride around at night to watch, for coyotes and other predators. We'd ride around on horses because they didn't scare them, right? I had a 45 Colt Peacemaker because it's a piece of history. It was $50. All it needed was a mainspring, right? Kind of regret selling it though. I really do. I mean, this was 45 Colt. I'm like, okay. All I could find was those black powder.
I have to unplug my phone.
Those what is it? I can't remember who makes them. They're already made up black powder cartridges.
Yeah, GoEx was doing some.
I can't remember who it was, but so I used those. I got shot at. I returned fire with a 30-30 lever action. I understroked it one time, and so I reverted to the pistol and gut shotted somebody, and they didn't even make it to the hospital, and they were air flighted. And I mean, people laugh, say, "Oh, you're carrying a 45. That ain't gonna do nothing."
It'll do everything it ever did.
I'm thinking. I just stopped and explain to them. Okay, look at the lightest Colt bullet, 45 projectile. The lightest you can get is what, 200 grains, or was it something like that?
I don't know. I've not looked into the lighter end of it.
Well, I think what I cast for is about the lightest end you can get right now. It's 200 grains. What's the heaviest pill you can get for 9mm?
You're asking around 147? I don't know.
Do what? Say it again.
What's the heaviest pill you can get for 9mm? Or even
Full
cast?
Dragon's 147. Cast or pistol mainly probably about 150, but all it is just a heavy 147.
Yeah, so I mean, you're getting an extra 50 grains. That's extra mass.
Well, that's part of the equation. Of course, the bullets, the shape, or whatever is also
Yeah.
part of it.
Shape,
Well,
speed, all that stuff plays into account.
They were these rounded flat tip, but they were the 250 grains, not the 200 grains.
And then there's something to be said for a lightweight, fast round, and something to be said for a fat, slow-moving train.
I honestly, like I said, one of these bullets right here, well, not saved my ass. If it was not for a bullet that was used in what, the 1800s, up to what, 1940s? Because there were probably still people carrying these around in the 1940s.
There's still people carrying them around in 2019. I'm one of them.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
It ain't 2019 no more.
It's 20.
I know, but I ain't gone outside with it today.
Oh, okay. I'll
I'll
let you pass on that one.
I went out with this. I went out there with this on my hip, or my hand.
You peed on something, didn't you?
My doors, our next door neighbor, wishing us Merry. I was my uncle, my bad, and then our neighbor.
Fix it.
The uncle, then our neighbor. All I gotta do is nip that pin down, and the Remington
I'm
Bull.
very happy. It's only a week apart, but still.
You know what? Kiss my ass.
And then
Uh-oh.
do it, baby.
That Lee 452 255 RF that I cast, I like it. It's got a big old meat plate on the front of it. And they weigh about 263, and I'm not driving them that hard out of an old replica. About out of a 7.5-inch barrel, probably about 950 foot per second.
I mean, this is just a little 4-inch barrel. Trail boss, I could eat. I mean, I'm going to be getting about
No. Yeah, I get that.
close to 800 feet per second ish with trail boss. Then if I use clays, I'm going to get a little bit more unique. I'll probably get different. Trying out testing different powders. I'm gonna get different ones. I'm probably gonna get. I don't know exactly. I'm gonna get one of those. Thank you. It's on my wish list right now. It's Magneto chronograph.
Guys, just remember this.
Magneto speed.
For his wife to get.
It sticks to the. You put it on your gun and then you Velcro it on there. So there's no chance of you shooting it. Unless you're Eagle Eye. Then he'll probably figure a way to do it. And it looks kind of like a bayonet. It's called the Magneto stick or something like that.
Instead of the honey-do list, it's the honey I want list.
Magneto speed.
Yeah, I think that's what. Well, is it?
It's the same one Johnny's reloading bunch was using.
InRange used it too. I think it was in the I Want magazine that Midway sends me.
Like I said, it's not the honey-do list, it's the honey I want list.
Oh, there's some things in here I think you would want. On Midway, Uberti 1851 Navy black powder revolvers are 40 to 80% off.
What?
Back, yeah, I can see.
What?
Clothes on the front, yeah, I can see.
Hold on, baby. What'd you say? Who said something?
I said what? And you know what? I still got to buy a transmission. But what was that?
They got a sale on Uberti revolvers. 40 to 80% dollars off.
Oh, $48.
Yeah, okay. I thought 80% off. Hell, I'll take a few of them.
Yeah, here it is, right here.
Yeah, I saw that too. So I went and looked, and their base price was too high, and that Oberti that I was looking at in the 1858
Same one.
was still going to run me more than $400.
Let me see.
Yeah, I mean that's where I've got my revolvers from, and the Navy I got from Hieta. The trigger and bolt spring, it broke. With this, the first Remington, the loading lever broke. I thought it was the revolver. No, it was the freaking ammo I was shooting. And the hardest I will cast any projectile is 20% pure lead, is 10% lead up and 10% tin in any of my lead. Basically, right? Just enough to help fill it out the mold. I tested the Hornady. It was like hard what I cast for my 45 Colt, which was close. It was close to wheel weight on the Brunel hardness scale. You enjoying my gun porn magazine over there?
No, I've seen what it's actually to list price. Our price, no.
Anyway, is Tread frozen, or did we lose Tread? You there, Tread?
I think he froze.
I think he froze too.
Oh, yeah.
There he
goes.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God I didn't
I was
get your
posting something on Discord.
Oh.
Megan added some channels, some that show the reloading bench. So I'll see a current picture and posting it up.
Mine is whatever seat I'm sitting in because I use that Lee hand loader, the nutcracker looking one. I love that little thing. I could be literally sitting, laying down like this on my bed, just deep fried. I just love that. And then I can pass it at the table. Powder, 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 powder. Bullet. And I can just sit back. I just love that little thing. I can sit wherever I want and reload. I've reloaded out while I was hunting because I wasn't planning on shooting anything. So I just figured.
That's an insult to injury when the deer gets to watch you put together the cartridge that you kill him with.
Yeah.
He's off over here somewhere eating grass. He's like, "What's that son of a bitch doing?" And then you put it together, load it, and you kill him. I mean, I love it.
It's like, huh? What is that?
What is
the
he
hell
doing?
What the hell is that? And what the hell is it doing?
That's how you get him to stay still long enough. You gotta confuse him.
Confuse or amuse, whichever it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I gotta order some more pens. I gotta work on my boss's AR because my boss bought a brand new AR, right? And he knows nothing about it. And I'm having to work on it for him.
Don't you pee or nothing. Take your butt out.
And I want to look at the thing. It's going to need a new spring and
Ooh,
buffer.
I like mom too. And I know it's mom because it's a girly girl original.
Yeah, okay.
I'm muting, by the way.
It's going to need new ejector. It just basically he bought a lower. Like everything upper needs to be replaced. And then the spring and buffer tubes. It just literally, it looked like someone put black powder in it, and then made it run, set it in a closet, and ignored it. I mean, there wasn't even rifling in the barrel. But he only paid $150 for it at a pawn shop. I mean, you can't beat that deal.
I don't know. That's like buying a rust bucket car, though. I mean, what are you going to save out of the upper and lower?
He got 3 magazines for it. So I mean, there's about what for 5.56. How much do they normally charge a piece? So you get one standard. Then how much is 2?
Magazines, I just bought like 30 of them on Freedom Week over here. You guys heard about that, right?
How much did you pay for one?
About $11 each for some of them, and I got the really nice Lancers with the metal feed lips for the little woman SOCOM. Those were about 15. Everything.
So about 11. So let's just say you split the difference about $13.50-ish.
Yeah, $13.50-ish, sure.
Yeah, around that area for 2. So that's $26. And then how much is a lower cost for 5.56?
About $40.
And then
if you buy an 80, I guess the rest of you guys, if you pay transfer fees and background check fees and everything else, it's more. But the lower itself, $40.
All right, then how much do you pay for a red dot?
Well, I don't go with a cheap red dot. I bought a Holosun for the little woman because that's what she wanted. She went, that's just how she is. I want that one. You know, and it's like taking a kid to a restaurant. It's got the highest price in the cabinet, and I want that one. And so she got this Holosun. It is just a really, really nice red dot for $200. So I won't do a $40 red dot.
And so this one is not a Holosun, but it's not a cheap one either. It's
The only red dot I got is Bushnell TRS 25.
yeah, so he and most of the
$40 to $70.
I might be able to say some of the he's gonna have to get a new barrel. There's no doubt about it. There is no rifling in that barrel. So,
All right, well, there's $50 right there.
Yeah, but I might be able to save the rest of most of the upper, maybe-ish. But it came with like I think he said 2 magazines, a collapsible stock, red dot, and then like a normal scope, all for like $150. And then the rifle itself.
Yeah, but think of what your time's got to be worth something, Jeremy. You know.
Oh, I'm charging him $10 an hour to work on the damn thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. They're that's the thing. I mean, I don't mind building ARs, and they don't really break. None of the ones I've had have really haven't put enough rounds through them to kill them. But it's just kind of different. I never had to rebuild an AR, and I wouldn't think of doing that either. You know, it's like a car with 300,000 miles. It's about done. It's about done.
Yeah.
They're so cheap. The other way to look at it is you can probably find yourself a nice AR with all this stuff for maybe $400 with not needing anything.
You can get a brand new one from Palmetto State for $360 to $400.
Yeah.
Shipping.
I don't know why he got it like that, but he did. Like I said, the main issues I'm seeing with it for right now is the spring and buffer and the barrel. I might be able to clean up the rest. Might be able to.
Well, I mean, I got a bucket of lower parts kits over here because, you know, of the way things are here. You know, $39 will change out everything on the lower.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to worry about, you know, a corroded spring breaking on you or anything. Just might as well do it. It's not a,
Yeah. Well, if it needs it, you know I'm gonna do it. But it's just I tried to just go do the gunsmithing. That's all I'm gonna do, and I'm not good with that, so I'll do it on the sides for people I know because I've gotten fucked over, and that's how I got my first AR. Someone did the work for them. Said, "Here, I'll pay you $100 to do the work on it." Okay, sure. Never showed up again to get the freaking rifle. Never showed up to pay me. So I'm like, okay, go file a lien on it. He doesn't show up in 30 days. It's yours.
He paid for the parts.
I don't know. It was a at the time it was a nice AR. I kept it. I used it for a while, and then that's it. I don't like it. Sold it for double what it cost me to
I'm
fix it.
assuming they paid for the parts.
No, I paid for the parts.
Oh, then why would you put a lien on it? It's already yours.
Because they were supposed to. Because when I got my license and I had my own little shop, they signed this piece of paper said, "Okay, I'm gonna work on. You're giving me the right to work on your gun. If you do not pay me within 30 days, I file a lien on the rifle. You cannot."
Oh, you didn't build a brand new gun for them.
No.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I was thinking. You thought you built them an AR
No,
and they didn't get it. I'm with you now.
yeah, and they never showed up to do any of this stuff. So I was like, fine. I mean, turns out he ends up in jail. He's in jail this whole time with a felony charge for owning on a felony charge for owning guns. He wasn't even supposed to have the gun.
Normally,
Yeah, it
I don't
happens
jump.
every day.
Normally, I don't jump in on AR topics, but y'all, I've been thinking about one of these myself. Let me run something by you since y'all all three apparently know more than I do. A buddy of mine showed up over here with a gun that was a Palmetto State Armory lower, and it had a Bear Creek Arsenal upper in 7.62x39. This is a 16-inch barrel, got the 15-inch free float handguard on it.
Mm-hmm.
I shot that gun a lot, and I like it. I love 7.62x39 anyway.
Yeah, it's a good
But
caliber.
now that gun was very accurate. Other than the gas block being loose when he first got it, we've quickly remedied that. Other than that, after that, it fed everything, run perfect, and it was printing a pretty daggum decent group. So I'm thinking about wanting one of these myself. Now he wants more than that for that gun than I would give for it. But now this is what I've come up with: tax, transfer, shipping, and all. I can build that gun before sights, $386.83.
Mm-hmm.
And my question is that gun worth $386.83?
Every day and Sunday.
Yeah, every day.
That's what I thought too.
And I'll give you a little clue. The good running of the 7.62x39 in an AR platform is the mag.
Yeah, and that's what we looked up. C Products mags seem to be the best ones.
Yep.
He had one of the others, and it still ran good, except for it was either the first round or the last round. It was that you couldn't trust it on.
Some mags that you couldn't load it more than 5 rounds or 10 rounds.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like I said, it's all in the mag on that caliber because of the banana shape.
Yeah. But I hear that C Products mag is good.
C Products is a good one. Other ones they can't get either the spring tension right or I don't think it's the curvature because I think there's a standard kind of with that. I think it might be the spring tension, the follower.
I think it was the follower tilting or something at the very end of the travel or something.
Yeah, but definitely when you do that, count on buying the better mags. Once you
I'm
do
thinking
that,
very
you're golden.
seriously. I'm thinking very seriously about doing that. I almost ordered the lower today, and I've
And
put it
I'll
off.
tell you, which lower you were talking about getting? The regular AR-15 lower or the KS-47?
The lower that I was talking about getting would have been their complete lower. That was I think it was their Ghost lower.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you're doing AR mags,
Yeah.
then it's the AR-15 that's chambered in 7.62 by 39.
Yeah.
Palmetto State also has a KS, I think it's called KS-47 lower,
Yeah.
and it takes AK mags.
I have to look into that.
I know, what's his name? Coder Boy 32. He done a video or two on the KS-47.
I've seen one or two of those on Arms list, the KS-47, but I didn't realize that it was just the lower difference.
All it is basically it's an AR-15, cut out the mag well and make it to where it
Gotcha.
fits AK, SK mag.
All right, that's good info. I'll look into that then.
But
I'm
if you're
trying to
if-
build a gun that's put together a gun that's cheap because look, I'm not the biggest AR fan, but I kind of want, like I said, I want to diversify my toolbox a little bit.
every household should have one or 10.
You know, I've got other things in here, but you know, and I but through my late teenage, 20s and 30s, and even early 40s, I was into FALs and SETMEs and not G3s, but HK91 clones, and I've had more AK-47 clones than I could remember. But
Yep.
in the last 5 years or something, I've gone to just pretty much know all those.
And that's the thing is if you have AK mags and stuff like that already,
Yeah,
it might benefit you to get the KS-47 lower.
yeah, I don't have any.
But the thing about that is that KS-47 lower, you couldn't really use any other upper on it.
Got you.
Whereas the AR-15, you can change up the lower or upper and
Yeah.
put a 300 blackout, 458 SOCOM. But there's also a bunch of them that you can use the same bolt as a 223,
Mm-hmm.
277 Wolverine, 223, 300 blackout. Now the 350 Legend, all use the same bolt carrier group and everything.
Yeah.
And that's what Plowboy, I would get you I would find you a good already built AR. And
I mean,
then
he can go with that route is buy the complete lower from Palmetto State.
Yeah.
You can get it either in the A2 style, or you can get it the classic is the cheapest, or you can get the Magpul edition, and you'll come out cheaper if you want the Magpul furniture to go ahead and get the Magpul furniture on it,
Yeah.
because they can buy it cheaper than we can buy it. But after that, then you can buy that upper from, like I said, from Bear Creek Arsenal.
Yeah.
And they're good uppers. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. And if there's something wrong with it, you send it back to them and they replace it for nothing.
Well, I'm probably
Yeah.
going to put together one of these $386.83 guns.
And I'll tell you this, the 7.62 by 39 ARs
Mm-hmm.
are more of a premium if you ever decide to get rid of it.
Gotcha.
They come at more of a premium than the regular 223 5.56.
I like that one that my buddy had so much. I thought, when I looked this up and I saw that price under $400, I said, I got to do it.
I've been telling everybody, if you remember all those guns that you said, well, back in the day, they were the SKs and
Oh, yeah.
SKSs and all that stuff where they're pulling out of 5-gallon buckets with cosmoline, $50, $75 a piece.
Yeah. Yep.
They were the lowest price they've ever been then. AR-15s right now, where you'll look back and say, remember
right.
back when they were sub $400 guns, they were the cheapest back then they've ever been.
Yep.
Now's that time.
And that's what I've been telling my wife too, and all of this, because see, I want to do a few like this, and if I was going to do enough of them to justify the cost of the jigs, I would consider doing some 80% like he was talking about, Pat was talking about. But just a handful of rifles, I don't know if that works out money wise. But that's what I was thinking too. Is that right now? I said this is a buyer's market. I
Yeah.
firmly believe that whether it's 2020 or whether it's 2024, it's going to flip.
Yes.
And I believe there's a
Democrat
time
gets in
coming.
office, it's gonna flip.
There's going to be a time coming. These $400 guns are going to be back over $1,000.
I would dare say that I know last night, the other night anyway, Tin Man was talking about he goes to, or it might be online on Discord. He was talking about how every week he would go out and buy a box of primers. Okay, a box of 1,000 primers, $40
Yeah.
a week. If you could do it once a month, go buy you a lower. $40 for a lower.
That's what I've been thinking too.
Even if it's just script lower, that's the gun.
That's the gun, yeah.
As long as you got the lower, you can get everything else. And lowers are $40 a piece plus shipping wherever you're at. I can go up to Palm State and pick them up myself, but
Or if you know a good person that makes barrels and magazines, you could probably have one made for 45 Colt. You could, you could have oddball calibers too, just barrels and uppers just sitting around your.
Well, for me, I guess part of the draw for going back to that kind of gun is to be in something that I can buy a whole lot of ammo for real cheap, and right now it's relatively cheap compared to 2013, 14, and 15.
yeah.
So I'd go back with 7.62 by 39 because right now it's, I can remember back in the early 90s when they was opening a crate of SKSs for what, $75 a piece, and 1,000 rounds of ammo about the same.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to get me. That's why I'm trying to get me a Martini Henry. But shoot, even now that they're cheap because of that Napoleon cash, I just can't afford them.
Well, the gun's the cheapest part of shooting Martini Henry. That's all I can.
Yeah, that's what I say. I looked into that myself, and I came up with that idea too.
So, but I got to tell you guys, I probably said it before. I hadn't messed with guns or reloaded since I was a kid. Then I got this damn Martini Henry, and now I'm casting. I got a pile of molds over here. I'm reloading. Nothing scares me because nothing can be worse than a bottleneck black powder cartridge with filler.
Yeah,
that's as bad as it gets. So everything after that's easy. But I warn you, Jeremy, before you start, think about it. It's my advice would be, unless I get a trap door before I get a Martini if I was going to start again, because brass is easy, everything's easy.
Oh, I said I couldn't have the Martini, so I'm gonna get me my sharp wherever it's at. Over here. It's good. Sharps. So I got me a Sharps. I found one. I paid under 1,000, about close to 1,000 for this thing. It's a reproduction, but I'm just waiting for them to reproduce the Martini Henry. It's been about a they should be able to.
Oh, there is a guy making new ones right now in smokeless. I mean, the action's great and stuff, but it's like all these old mill serps. You can't, you can't compete with 1800s child labor. They built these things like cordwood by the millions, and the workmanship is worth more than the gun. Really, at the price you pay now, and nobody's going to reproduce it while you can buy one for $600 or $700. And that's how it is. And there's nothing wrong with the originals. They're fine. Other than for now, the brass is a pain in the ass. But that might change. All it would take is one company to come out and start making Martini Henry brass, and it'd be easy again for less than $10 a case.
Yeah, somebody call Starline.
Yeah, if Starline made $3 Martini brass, I'd have it piled up over here. But so my advice is, as much as I dearly love my Martinis, and I truly do, there's nothing I love shooting more. If I was to do it again, that probably wouldn't be the way I went. But I wouldn't be having near as much fun.
Guys, guess what? Now Pablo's gonna be happy about this. The Bulldog's done.
Heck yeah!
All right.
I told you I was gonna finish it. And I mean, I thought I was gonna have to put a spring in there, but after I drilled and put that pin in there, I didn't have one that would fit in my AR bag. So I went to my RC car bag and found one that's stainless steel. I just had to shorten it a little bit, and there's no spring in there, but that's locked. I mean, it's in there. I'm going to pop that out to change the cylinder out on it. But I mean, it's a belly gun. It's not meant for quick reloads. It's not meant for this or that. It's meant for shooting someone across the card table. I've seen examples where there's not even a front sight on them.
If you want quick reloads, buy a modern gun.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't buy that for quick reloads.
Now, there is a company that all I have to do, they make a drop-in cylinder that has a loading gate on it.
Cursed, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I,
I did a
think-
cursed in a Navy steel frame Navy 44, Navy in quotation marks.
I think I can get. Let me see. Let me check. I might be able to get it off Midway.
You can get it off of Cursed himself. You can go to their website.
Yeah. Well, I haven't taken my wish.
And I tell you something else. If you have an issue and you call Cursed Company, and I did because I was having I can't remember what it was. It was just a tuning issue. When I called them up, they put me straight to Walt Cursed himself, and he was just as nice as he could be and helpful as he could be.
Holy moly! I forgot to take this off my. Y'all there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Are you there?
Yeah. For some reason, my web browser is froze.
Where am I?
I don't know, but I can't use my web. There it is.
I ain't been able to see you, Jeremy, for probably 45 minutes. It's just black with a little thing going around.
I can see him.
Yeah, I got over. I opened up the YouTube, and I could see him then, so I knew he was still on. It's just mine, I guess.
Well, I forgot to. I guess I was trying to reorder the Lee Loadall for the 20 gauge. It's on sale right now for $48.27 with free freaking shipping.
I got to buy a trans, Jeremy.
I know. I'm debating if I need another one or not. I mean, come on, that's shoot, that's like a block of 100 bird shot right there. That I could be.
I jumped on Midway's free shipping today too, and ordered me a holster and a fiber optic front sight for that Smith & Wesson 629 I just got.
Which model?
Do what?
Which what dash?
Oh, this is a brand new gun. It's 629 Classic Deluxe.
They don't have
It's-
dashes on them.
Well, it does have a dash. It says 6 on it, but it's the one that was a Talo gun that Smith & Wesson just claimed back for themselves and ain't doing a Talo edition on it no more.
Mm-hmm.
One with a wood grip. But now I also ordered some Altamont grips for it today, combat grips to go on it.
Oh man, that's 629 would be nice. I love Smiths.
That's that 6.5 inch barrel. I really wanted a 5, but I got down there and my dealer had that 6.5 in, and the deal was right. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. I traded that Schofield for it even, and it was a brand new Smith & Wesson. So, oh well. I've got so many single actions. I thought I wanted something different.
I thought 629s were upper in the teens on the dashes.
Well, this says 629.6 on the box, but now this is a brand new gun, a current gun, so I don't know about that.
So it's
You gotta
got
look at
the hole
look in the
inside.
crane.
Y'all were on top of each other there. I couldn't hear you.
Go ahead, Pat.
It's got the Hillary hole key lock thingy.
Yeah, it's a new gun, yeah.
Well,
Which that
even
don't
that
bother
was-
me, none.
Look in the crane. The crane should have the dash in it.
Hang on just a minute. I got it right over here.
If it matches.
All right, hang on.
Well, hold on.
I was thinking that the 629s were up in the like 12, 14.
Yeah, they're I don't know, not that bad. I think they're more than 8 or 9s. I think, unless they're like an old 3-screw or something really crazy.
Well, 3-screw will get you into the Rugers.
Okay, they
Go
Let's
back
see.
down.
They have it for 36, but not 44 apparently to 45.
They're still calling this a 629.6.
6. Yeah.
I think you're muted.
He's not.
Yeah, I might have to get with Kurt. I mean, he has a group on Facebook where he shows off his work and stuff. I can get a hold of him, see how much it's going to cost me for one.
Okay. There's eight iterations of the 629. Well, I guess 9 with a no dash. So your year started in 2001 for that gun and ended in 2004 for the dash 6.
This is how. This is a. Like this.
So it's new old stock basically.
Now this gun is, I don't know how they would figure it that way, because this is, like I said, it's a current production gun.
And then was built this year.
Well, now that's a good question, but I'm fixing to give you the model number of it and see if that helps the idea of figuring it out.
Well, model number will be a 629-6.
Yeah, but it's got other numbers for a model number too.
You talking about a serial number?
Oh,
No,
Let's see.
right now, bottom.
oh. Maybe I might try to do that.
'Cause, I mean,
Can
this
you hear?
gun is still on. It's on Gun Genie right now, currently sold new.
I'm sure. I mean, there's probably still new ones out there.
Oh, Plowboy, do you know the website for Cursed?
Let's see. I don't know off the top of my head. I always have to,
RSC.
I always Google it. All right, let's see. No, that's 686. Hang on a minute. I'm still looking for it. Okay. The model number is 150714.
How do you spell Cursed?
15 what?
150714.
My phone's up over there.
And see, this model of this grip hasn't been made that long.
All of the misspelling. Come on. That's what I want. First.
Jeremy, it's under cursedconverter.com, and cursed and converter are spelled with a K.
Oh, misspelled. Cursed. Converter. 1858. Click. I'm clicking you. I'm clicking you. I want to type it all out for some freaking reason. What in the world? That's just stuck. This
You got the 6.5 version.
Yeah, it's 6.5 inch.
They only make a 3-inch and a 6.5 inch.
Yeah, this one's 6.5. Like I said, just a couple of years ago, within the last 2 or 3 years, it has went from a Talo, gun and what do you call that, distributor, and Smith and Wesson took it back and just has it under their brand now, just under their name. I don't know what they had something fall apart with Talo or what. I was confused on that too when I saw the dashes and people talking about the years, in 6, and this is a brand new gun, current production. So apparently that don't hold true with the brand new stuff necessarily.
Might not, because it's called a 629 Deluxe.
Yeah, this is the deluxe, classic deluxe. The deluxe is the wood grip.
So
see how much this one's gonna be.
what would change it from?
Ooh, good lord! I can't do that right
now.
Yeah, Jeremy just saw the prices on that.
MSRP price.
Stainless steel. Okay, that's not as bad. just the gated, I can do.
Well, look at the ejector housing too. That adds a little bit to it.
Yeah, I'm just looking at just the gated one.
Got you.
I'll carry a stick around with me if I need to.
There you go.
45.
Then at SHOT Show 2017, Smith introduced the 629 Deluxe 3-inch barrel version.
Yeah.
No,
so it's a current production gun.
It's only gonna cost me about.
Why would it be a Dash 6?
I don't know. I wondered about the same thing, but to be honest with you, this is the first true Smith and Wesson I've ever owned, so I just pled ignorance and I accepted it and went on. I realized there was something I didn't know.
It's still an excellent gun. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, well, I don't care about. There's a lot of people that think that the older is better, and I know for collector value and some other, maybe for fit and finish and stuff. But now, what point was it? It was in the 88 or after that they started the endurance package. Before that, they're a little bit more fragile.
Well, once they started unpinning the barrel, and a lot of people like the recessed cylinders.
Yeah. See, I don't care about all of that.
And that's what everybody likes is the pin and recessed.
Yeah.
I think that the barrel should be pinned personally, but they got these bright engineers that evidently know better than I do. So.
Yeah, it'll work. The way I looked at it is I don't buy collector stuff. It's all shooter stuff, so I don't really care.
My dad's a 44 nut, so.
Well, it looks like I'm becoming one since now I own 3 44 Magnums and a 44 Special, and they're multiplying. It's like they're breeding.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
The Bulldog is that the one you're talking about? The 44 Special?
Do what
Charter
now?
Arms.
Yeah, that Charter Arms. Yeah, Bulldog is what I got. 44
Bulldog
Special.
Pug.
This one's the 2.5-inch standard. I guess you call it the standard model.
Hey, this is the only 44 I got. It's a 44/45. Technically, by today's standards, it would even be a 45. It wouldn't be considered a 44. Would it?
Well, I ain't measured the bore in one. Actually, as many of them as I've had since the 90s. It's amazing.
Mine's 4.54.
You've slugged the bore and know that it comes out, the grooves come out to 4.54.
You know what? We can do it. I got 45 pill right here. That's 4.54. Yep.
If you got You can try it and see if 454 fills the groove. I don't know.
Well, what?
All right, while he's slugging a bore, out
That's
of
a,
curiosity, this is the first time I ever met you, Plowboy. What all do you reload and everything, or?
For me,
Yeah.
let's see. I'm reloading 45 Colt, 44 Special, 44 Magnum, 45 70, 38 Special. It seems like there's something else.
All your old revolver cartridges and stuff.
Yeah, I'm all in straight wall stuff. I ain't doing anything different. I was reloading 357, but I traded that off for the Bulldog. Started 44 Special, and
You cast and everything too, or?
yeah,
Oh.
I'm casting. And I was reloading 454 Casull. I've had 3 of those in the last few years, but now I just got out of them because I lost interest in them. You know, and what it was for me is that such a high pressure cartridge. I felt, I don't know, whether I was right or wrong or just a perception or a misconception. I felt like that I was loading on the ragged edge of everything, that H110 and the 300 grain bullets, you know, and I mean, because the chamber pressures, when you start jacking it up for 454 Casull, approaches and passes 60,000 PSI.
Damn.
And I thought to myself, wait a minute, I got 44 Magnums. What in the world? They'll kill anything in Alabama I'll ever come across. You know, and why am I worried about, you know, running 50, 60,000 pounds of pressure when I got 44 Magnum and I ain't got to worry as much?
Mm-hmm.
So I let the 454s go.
oh. All right. Now I got my 454 soft lead because this is going to be for black powder.
Mm-hmm.
Get started and let's get it going.
I can't see what you're doing. Are you going from the muzzle, I'm sure, and is it shaving lead as it goes down the barrel?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to work. You'll just have to ignore my dirty flow right now.
I
Like I
can't
said,
see it no way.
There you go. See, it's plugged it.
It's a lot of beating on a gun.
It's a soft rubber mallet, not a hard one.
Yeah, but it's still putting shock on that butt end.
It's already broke that one. So you can't go from this back part. It don't.
I understand you got to go that route, but I would think support it a different kind of way. I don't know how, but something.
It's the only way. It's the only way I was ever taught.
Run a piece of wood through and support it on the backside of the barrel. I don't know.
I just fold you a towel up or something.
I've got a piece of block down here. Oh, yeah. Okay, baby. I got it. I'll fix it. There we go. I got.
I mean, I need to slug those 350 Legend barrels.
I need to slug about everything I got.
I'm just going to buy some fishing sinkers, and
Yeah.
if I can find one that's already big enough that I can just drive it through there, I'm going to do that. But otherwise, I'm going to have to melt it down and cast it into one of these molds that I got.
Oh, what I normally do is Iraq Veteran 88 showed it. It's what is it? You heat it up in a tablespoon, and you pour it, and it'll fill up the bore. I don't have any more of that, and it'll tell you what you need, and that's how I determined that I needed a 454.
You call somebody TheraSafe?
Yeah, that's it. TheraSafe. I don't want that.
Can you do the same thing with a soft lead bullet?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
But you have to drive it out. It won't shrink down and expand back out. If I'm not mistaken, is what TheraSafe does. Once it cools down, it shrinks, and then over time it grows back out or something. I don't know.
I can't remember it. I just use it. It works. I'm happy with it. It's gonna be smaller. Ah. Can I borrow your lovely hands for a second, baby?
Lee
No, you-
handles aren't really worth it.
Damn, Pat.
Damn, you broke that good.
Everything you
That looks familiar. That's a Noe mold, ain't it?
Yeah,
that's the handle, right? Not
Yeah.
not like a extension that you're beating on.
no, that's the steel handle.
How new is it?
I don't know,
Wait, just lay down in the bed and
60 pounds worth gone through this mold.
I'm talking about. You still have the warranty?
It's these NOE pins. You just got to wail on the mold to get the.
Well, I did, and on them on these Pritchett's, that's what I was having to do until I started running the son of a gun so hot that I was running on the edge of frosting all the time. Once I did that, they started falling right out, barely tapping on them. But in the beginning, I was having to beat the crap out of them.
Yeah. About
I cussed Noe's molds. Oh man, I even called Al myself, and I sent him that mold back, and he cleaned it and looked at it. And he said this mold looks good, and he cast some bullets and sent me some back. And after that, I just run it hotter, and it runs fine.
Yeah. So I dip the bottom into the pot to get the pins real hot.
Yeah.
How much hotter is hotter?
Now what I'm doing with mine, I'm cranking it on up on the dial on that Lee Pro 420. I'm just cranking it on up pretty daggum hot. I ain't got no thermometer stuck in it, so I don't know what it is. I just know it's a whole lot more than every other bullet I cast.
Yeah.
But that's a 580 grain bullet, so it's going to be a challenge anyway. Besides the fact that it's a hollow base, hollow cavity in the bottom of it.
And it's wider too.
So I mean, it's a little
You got
bit of
a
a
lot
pain.
more sprue to cut off.
Yep.
I think you need to run a little hotter there, Pat. Do some testing.
I need
Run half a dial hotter, then a half a dial hotter, then a half a dial hotter.
Well, the problem is even if you heat the darn thing up, the pins will start out cold, and for the first dozen or so, you just got to beat the crap out of it. And then it's
y'all know better than I do. Cause I ain't got a clue.
No, but I mean, I love the bullets it makes it worth it. Now Lee handle's only $15, but this is the second set I busted, so I'm thinking maybe I get somebody else's handles.
Uncle Jim's.
I used a different handle, but I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what brand it was. It was something I already had, and I had to take seemed like I had to take a Dremel to it, the handles to get it to fit, and it fit. That's what I've been using ever since. And I've using that same handle and taking it off and putting it on my Noe bullet mold. It's that I'm running for 4570 at 460 429 ranch dog bullet.
I just broke a hardwood dowel trying to get this projectile down the barrel.
It's tight enough.
It's in there good.
If you got a brass rod that you can sacrifice.
I used to have a one. I don't know where it's at no more. I can find something else I can beat on. I can sacrifice. Or else I'm not getting, because it's like right. I don't know. Yeah, well, I can't see it. It's right there is when the dowel broke, and that's a hardwood dowel.
So how much more you got to go?
About half inch. Get it past the forcing cone. That's all I got to do is get past the forcing cone. That front side's cool.
Grab it.
I'll get something. I broke what I had. Everything else is too short. I'll be right back.
Grab an Allen wrench or something.
Probably what I grabbed. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't cast nothing yet. I've got all the stuff to do it, but I don't as of right now.
I'm casting for 38 special 44 Magnum. I'm casting a 310 grain lead bullet that gas checked.
That's what Georgia boy likes.
Yeah, that's actually a very good bullet. I shot some of them today out of my little Taurus Model 44.
Mm-hmm.
I like it pretty well. And of course, I'm casting for them those infield and whatever Pritchett bullets over there, and then 45, 70. Hey, he lays a few more 45 Colt. Hell, I don't know. I'd have to go over and look.
Where are you getting your lead at?
Well, some of it.
Are you begging for it at the tire stores, or?
No, I'm not getting in no store. I'm getting it from here and there. Now, the soft lead, I had a brother that was working in roofing, and I was getting all them roof vents and everything, you know, which is soft enough, and I'm cutting that with scissors and can really score it up with my thumbnail. So I figured that's good enough. And that's what I was running for muzzle loader. Other than that, I've used a lot of melted wheel weights, and that I've been getting off this one old boy over here in Huntsville, Alabama. He had bought, I think he said he bought over 1,000 pounds of it. And the old dude that shipped it to him, it might have been 3,000 pounds. Dude shipped it to him in priority boxes, and they were all 60-something pounds because they had to be under 70 pounds. So these boxes are sealed, and they're, you know, it shows the weight on them. And I'm paying $1.15 a pound from him for it, and they're, you know, they're cast clean ingots. So I thought that ain't too bad.
Damn, hell no.
And then there's another old fella over here that's got a bunch of wheel weight and range lead that he's probably got 500 pounds or more, but he wants so much $1.75 a pound, so I don't talk to him.
I just paid $1.25 for soft lead bullet cores, 308 bullet cores. Somebody would set up to swage bullets. And I've asked everybody, and I'll ask you guys too, because they keep asking. If somebody swages their own 308s, I'll just trade it for soft lead. But right now it's going in the pot. It's got 325 pounds of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know nobody.
But Tread,
I told you Psycho Clown did, but I didn't know if you got a hold of him or not.
I emailed him and he never answered back. But Tread, if you start casting, you'll learn how to scrounge lead. It just goes with it. You'll start learning.
Yeah, you'll find some here, and you run across somebody on an arms list with an ad, and I've got 2 or 3 phone numbers in my phone from people that's got lead, and they've got. That old boy told me he'd sell me 500 more pounds. I just ain't never got back up with him.
I know there's a guy in Columbia. He's got ads on Craigslist for lead, and it's like $1.50 or so a pound.
Yeah.
I said, well, what if we buy, 100 pounds or 200 pounds at a time? I don't give discounts for quantity. Okay,
Well,
whatever.
Not to be rude and cut you off, but we got success. I got the bullet out, so let me blow myself up. And
Don't do that.
Well, everything was going so good. I thought you was getting married. Now you're gonna blow yourself up.
So what do y'all think?
I don't know. You got to measure it first.
Yeah,
My calipers and batteries are dead. I mean, you can tell they're cutting the group.
I say you got to measure it. You ain't got no dial calipers?
No,
That's all I got.
digital.
Then how you plan on reloading anything?
Wait until my battery. I can go to the store and get some watch batteries. I was going to go today, and they were closed. I gotta get a new battery. That's all that's wrong with it.
Harbor Freight's got batteries.
Like I said, everywhere near me was closed. Nearest Harbor Freight's literally about 6 hour drive.
Well, steal one out of your car remote.
My car remote like a year. Oh, there we go.
But Tread, I gotta say, you need to start casting because there's nothing more pleasant and relaxing and nice than sitting out on a porch and casting. It's almost as much fun as shooting, not quite, but it's just a pleasant pastime to sit down and do. It's really nice.
That's what I enjoy doing, reloading.
Well, all of that joy you get from doing the reloading, when you couple that with casting and how much cheaper it's going to be if you're getting your lead like I am, how much cheaper it'll be to load and shoot then, and it's a little more satisfaction. Whatever you shooting and hitting with, it's getting your own homemade bullet too.
Mhm.
Eventually, I will.
I did it out of necessity, because I started out casting with that when I got that Pedersoli 1859 Sharps, and I got that mold for it to feed it. That's how I started casting.
I know when Dad was going to gun shows, and that might start back up here soon. I don't know. We go around the table, or people come in, whatever, and we buy boxes of projectiles for cheap, below cost.
Yeah.
Of them, and I've got down here on the floor 6,000 Berry's 38 caliber, 357 caliber, 125 grain hollow points that he picked up for like $100.
Yep, and they'll go right back into the pot.
I
That's a good worm, yeah.
You'll decide, hey, I want to shoot a 158 grain, and or next week you might decide I'm going to get a Keith mold, and there you go.
Which is what I'm fixing to get a Keith mold for 44 Magnum. That's what I decided on that.
Yeah, that's about a Lee 420 pot full right there.
I got those with the casting stuff, and a bunch of 45 ACPs, and not counting the ones that I sent Tin Man to take the lube off and cast, or to take the lube off and powder coat.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. The xylene experiments.
Mm-hmm.
Jim with lacquer thinner.
Like I said, I come up with these ideas and I try to get somebody else to execute it for me. I got these bullets. Hey, Tin Man, I think he took the lube off them before, but he never really filmed it. So I sent him to him. I said, hey, all I asked for payment for them, make some videos for me to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care last year I sent him some stuff for something. I forget what. And as soon as he found out it was me, he sent me some 357 SIG brass and some boar snake thing that's still in the package. The 357 SIG brass is still in the boxes because I've got 6,000 or better underneath the bench. And I didn't tell them that I've got 6,000. I don't need them, but
you can never have enough.
I know, and it's brand new Starline brass, and eventually I'll use it.
Yeah, it's like we were talking about primers, right?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I last time there was a reloading shortage, it's never going to happen to me again. Be out of primers.
I said Black Friday. I had to work Black Friday night shift. That morning, I got up, rode to Columbia, because the gun store up there was getting out of the reloading stuff. They had Winchester primers for $85 per 5,000. $17 a thousand.
Making a flying trip.
So I was like, fuck yeah, I got 15,000 of them.
Yeah, that might be enough.
That's a good start, It was what between me and Dad could scrounge up, on a short note when I found out about it. Because we went up there and we was looking for something, and we happened to go in that store because we'd never been in before. And I was asking about the reloading stuff and everything. We picked up a bag of 500 Smith & Wesson brass and stuff on the thing and everything. And one of the sales guys said, you ought to come back Black Friday. They're getting out of the reloading stuff, and they're probably going to have some pretty good deals on the stuff. So I went online, found them, signed up for the little mailing list and everything. They sent me things and said that the primer is going to be $85 a thousand. Like, oh, hell yeah. So, needless to say, I made a trip, got up that morning, Went there, picked up primers, come back, and went back to bed so I can go to work that night. So yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm having fun with my new bulldog that I made. I think honestly, I'm just gonna load up a whole bunch of black powder and let it patina itself.
You mean you're not going to clean it?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna clean it, but just kind of let it tarnish, make it look kind of more worn than it actually is.
Plowboy and my dad would get along great. Dad absolutely loves that little Charter Arms Bulldog. He's got 2 or 3 of them. He loves 44 mags. He's got several dozens, I think.
My first favorite caliber would be 45 Colt, but I tell you that 44 is coming up on it.
Yeah, he's got what is it, the Model 25 Smith?
Yeah.
It's 45 Colt, the 7.38 barrel. I took that up to the Dead Zero last year and we shot it. That was fun. I'm gonna take the 444 again this year, and probably another one of the 44 lever actions. They were 44 carbine lever actions. He's got 3 44 carbine Ruger 44 carbines.
I'm thinking about getting a 45 lever action, 45 Colt to go with my pistols.
I've still got that long Uberti 1873. I love that. I just put that Marvel's Tang side on.
Let my lower back rest.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to be on too much longer, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I got to get.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning here.
It is now New Year here in California. I can hear the rifles going off in the background. And
I could just be a drug shooting too. I don't know.
want to thank you for having me, Jeremy.
Anytime, y'all.
Yeah,
all
definitely
welcome.
appreciate it.
Tread, it's good to see you, buddy. And Plowboy, a pleasure.
Good to talk to y'all. Y'all all take it easy. And we'll see you again sometime this year.
Hit me up on that P53 in February.
All right, we'll do.
All right, thank you. See you
Talk
guys.
to y'all later.
Bye, Pat.
Night, everybody.
Both of them gone. Night, Jeremy.
Night.